I definitely won't be exhausted when we get there. uh, Alright. Hello everyone, welcome to Crabby D&D. I am here currently with my players Ellie,
Yo.
Mortar,
Yo.
and Vinny.
Hello.
Kirv will be here in just a mo. They're just sorting out some food, and Romulus has been abducted temporarily and will join us later. Looks like Kirv has just returned. Wonderful.
Hello.
Hello.
Just in time. So, I think we should get straight on with this. Greetings, all. Last session really was a doozy, wasn't it? But I guess a quick reminder won't hurt you all. Remember exactly where you are. Last session, our party of adventurers, Ellie, Carvern, Kirv, Mortar, Romulus, and Vinny, gathered themselves up and left Hammerwind after a brief overview of what had happened previously. With Carol's life no longer hanging in the balance, but realizing that they couldn't act further without risking it, they went on to their next destination, the Zaka's Lay Bridge. There they met with Azera, and discussed the possibility of dealing with Vinny's brain parasite. With a unique spell cast and ritual entailed, the party entered into Vinny's memories, along with him, and they began foraging for items, going through memories, seeing what they could pull to the forefront. As they reached in, grabbed or acted accordingly to be given the weapons in some fashion or another. After each of them managed to acquire a suitable number of things from their prior person, they found themselves tethered and pulled into the silver layer, and you all feel as your feet or hooves hit hard stone floor. As you feel this tugging sensation end on you, and the environment around you change from the very spacey nature of it to how you are, or to where you are now, you see what looks to be a kind of this rough stone-hewn floor, what looks to be some kind of general structure of some form of cave entrance behind you. You can hear howling from outside. The air is dry, has very much a salt-like taste to it. As you kind of stand there, you can feel almost this overwhelming heat just kind of rushing over you as the sudden shift in climate. You're all still your partially transparent, almost spacey or ethereal forms in this moment. There are still two mortars in this moment, as they seem to be travelling, as it stands, both basically in synchronization with one another, until Mortar you wish to split off into two separate versions of yourself. So for the time being, I'll just say you're on the same space as where your tile would be.
Perfect.
As you otherwise land in this space, you see what looks to be a set of stairs that lead down a dark chamber, going from this rough kind of natural rock section to almost this carved stone section before you, where you see it just leads into darkness below. Vinny, you know exactly where you are. You are at the entrance to the hideout for your particular crew, which you had set up for yourselves, and you know this to be a false entrance.
Mm-hmm.
So where are we? You recognize this place?
Yeah, this is our old base.
Oh, your old crew.
In real world terms, we're a few days south of Hammerwind right now.
It's cozy.
Okay.
Is it generally a nice looking place?
Your old hideout.
That's not Kirv, that's just me asking.
No.
Uh,
It's
I
burnt
mean-
down and it's just rubble.
I mean, from what I understand, this
oh,
room
sorry,
is
was it
supposed to
just
look.
rubble?
No.
Yeah, this is the seemingly just
Also
the
good.
ruins. To...
Yeah.
Oh, apologies. Sorry.
Yeah.
I
If
missed that
anyone
bit.
wishes to
That's
move
okay.
down and potentially inspect this area, as it stands, you're all standing at the top of the stairs, kind of the cave entrance behind you, kind of this bustling wind as it otherwise rushes past.
Probably wise to let Vinny go first.
Yeah.
I don't imagine outside really exists in whatever mindscape this is. But if we do wind up going outside, just be careful. We're outside of the exclusion zone, but only just.
Okay.
Kind of interesting. I would have thought that as you go, your memory would be where you are at the present, so anything behind you would just fade away unless you turned around to re-establish it as a memory. This is kind of cool. Mortar will also head in.
Mortar gets deep. It's like, what's going on?
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Okay.
But his hand is very much hovering over Black Scorpion at the moment.
Right. This is the lever, is it, Chris?
Yes, it is.
Mhm.
And I've just seen, read through your responses, which means I need to find where I put... actually, no, I can just find it on the form. There we go.
So, do we know if... Obviously, it's only just kind of us here, or is everybody going to view, like, not be able to see us, or, like, are we just viewing memories? Like, any idea how this works?
Don't know. But do you mind if I take a second to do a couple of bits?
Go for it. Vinny's going to sidle up next to the lever, but just wait.
I am going to cast Titan Armor and summon 2 elementals.
Okay,
Is
so
the lever hidden?
go ahead and roll one magic. It's relatively well hidden. You look over and
Okay.
even with your kind of blind sight, it's a little bit difficult to make out. It has seemingly been put below an old tent or of some form, and pieces of fabric had kind of draped over it. Vinny seems to
Gotcha,
instinctively know
okay.
where it is, but looking around the room, you can
Okay.
see fully what this is. It looks like an old abandoned campsite, and it looks like it's partially built on an old ruin of some form. But the ruin seems to have sections where it appears collapsed in places. You can see kind of the rough broken boxes, the old fire pit. Like, people stayed here once upon a time, but there are no bodies, so they must have left without their equipment or whatever the case may be. But the lever is hidden.
Were there any distinguishing features as to what ruin or what this ruin may have been built in reverence to, like from the outside when we walked in?
Well, looking at just kind of the simple nature of it, there doesn't seem to be any defining markings or features. You're not entirely certain what that might imply. It might just be that this was nondescript, or maybe it's old and weathered over periods of time. You're not entirely sure.
Okay, cool.
What did you get on your wild magic there, Jamie?
19.
Okay, and that was on Titan Armor, so roll again for your elemental, please. Because you're having
Do
to...
I have to? Because summoning them through the
Elemental.
necklace is just bringing them out.
True, but you're fresh summoning them, aren't you?
No, because I've got a fully charged necklace.
Oh, that's
from
right,
memory.
from the memories. Yeah. Never mind.
Yes.
So yeah, you're all good. So you now have the elementals and your Titan Armor active.
Right, cool. Hopefully I don't go splat.
Off the top of my head, would I know what kind of ruin the place was built under?
You try to think back, you aren't sure. And as you kind of look around the room to try and jog your memory, it still looks not fuzzy, but it looks kind of very smeared and almost natural rock, but there are sections where you're like, I remember there being something there, but you don't remember what it was, and it just looks like a section of rough stone, as if your memory is replicating what you remember.
All right. You good there, man?
Mm.
Start to head down if I was heaven.
Also, Carvin will also move into the room and just kind of linger
I
to
imagine
one
everyone
side.
probably went before, as I've just
Hmm?
summoned 2 elementals and cast a spell, so...
Yeah. Romulus will be travelling with you, so that's fine. And Kirv, will you be stepping down into the chamber?
Yes.
Okay. You enter lower into the chamber in this moment. Vinny, all of your companions are currently present here. Although there is no immediate light source, you know where the lever is, as it has been many a time that you've otherwise wandered in here and pulled the lever accordingly. So, what would you like to do?
Okay, I will set the lever straight up.
Okay. Setting the lever straight up, it holds for a few seconds before there is a click, and you hear the sound of moving stone before the lever falls back to its resting position where it was. As the doorway reveals what looks to be sections of what look to be simple slats of wood that have or panels of wood that have been placed down along the floor, and sections of this look like they were potentially once part of a further ruin to this, but seems to be more of a hidden section. And from what you can tell, the stone seems to have been removed and placed with wood, but it's hard to tell around the edges. Most notably, there is no light still.
I mean, maybe we should keep it that way.
Was it this dark in real life?
Well, rightly, doesn't Curver not have, like, dark vision?
That's fine. We all just form a line, grip onto the person in front of ours shoulder, and then we'll just follow. I think that's
Which of
probably the
us
best
aren't
plan.
able to... Sorry. Which
Burn,
of
I
us are
Okay.
think.
unable to see?
Cover.
Just cover.
Yeah.
Mean, but valid.
Yeah,
I can also send my copy ahead as well if we do want an extra scout, or if we just want to get this moving, then we absolutely can.
Scout sounds good to me.
Okay, my elementals all have dark vision. Cool.
Vinny?
let's just go a little further in.
All right.
First of all, we'll see what we're up against. Would we be expecting it to be dark still?
I mean, there are torches on the walls that you remember that would often be lit on your way in, and they were continual flame torches, so they just needed a spark. But they weren't, but they would still need to be lit in order to provide light to this. Most of the time, numbers would usually carry a lantern with as they wandered about.
Okay, well, for now I'm just going to cast Dancing Lights.
Okay. Yeah, the globules of light, otherwise forming around you, almost kind of the deep sea lantern look to them as they kind of hover and chain overhead. Ellie, you note that Pterodon and Roni aren't going to be able to fit through this door.
Yeah, I'm already on that. I'm going to be casting a large reduce on them. Doubling split and large reduce.
Okay.
Why am I getting Campaign 1 flashbacks?
Oh, I know, right? I know. Well, at least I can fit through the door. Campaign 1, it was me that was struggling to get through everything. My fat ass gets stuck in tunnels. So yeah, as we go, I'm going to be holding a large reduce to get them through doors.
Okay. Noted. So, Vinny, it seems you're taking the lead, so what would you like to do?
Okay, I'm going to head through. Is it over here that I have to get to?
Mm-hmm.
Then I will turn to the side and wave. Hi.
Okay.
You don't mind if some friends of ours come in, do you?
As you say that the arcane enchantment on the statues almost blinks in acknowledgement and then fades, temporarily being disabled to allow your friends to pass through.
Okay.
I'll keep walking, but turn back to the party as I go. Come on.
Okay.
Head through this door.
Okay. Passing through the door, you open up into a much larger chamber, kind of the dancing lights illuminating sections of it. So Romulus, Ellie, and then these two you were in large reducing.
Yeah. I've
Actually,
just rolled wild magic. They didn't go off. Fine.
Hmm?
I rolled wild magic. It didn't go off. We're fine.
Okay.
But I'm concentrating for a minute.
Okay. I will put that on you in case that matters, and I'm not going to bother shrinking them because then I'd have to make them bigger again.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
So, Vinny, as you enter through the doorway into what you remember to be the kind of the main mess hall area here, or the main hall of this area, you look about and you can see that there are two figures in this chamber. Both of them are spectral in some regard. One you see is kind of this younger human individual, short bow raised, taking practice shots at one of the target dummies down the way. Kind of a slight curl to her hair as you recognize Marla there. She doesn't seem to notice your presence in this moment, but does seem to continue on with what she's doing. Meanwhile, you see, strangely enough, you see a spectral form of Carvern currently working in the kitchen. Currently busy chopping various vegetables, preparing what seems to be some form of a simple stew. Neither of them seem to have noticed your presence, and they seem to be going about their business still.
Okay. Walk in and let everyone in, first of all.
Okay. Carvern's gonna move up behind you and just gonna comment, I'll admit this is rather strange with seeing myself here. Okay. First off,
Just imagine Roni and Terador in that one squat.
yep, no, that's fine. Yep, so before we do that, I would like Ellie and Mortar to go ahead and roll me dexterity saving throws, please.
Oh,
Ooh.
Fuck.
How
we get
exciting!
the bonus
you
from-
gain the +6. You gain the +6.
I do gain the +6. Cool.
Yep.
Yeah, you're within 10 feet of Kirv.
Yeah, I did.
And I
did
have the
it in
thing
dream
to-
world.
Okay, I've got to remind myself. What is it? Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
that's right, Chris. They would have it. I can't remember
Only Ellie would.
what that's.
Yeah, I would.
Oh yes,
I'm
sorry,
out
yeah.
I'm out of range. Oh, that's not good. Not
Okay.
good at all.
So, what are your totals?
18.
18.
13.
13. Okay, 18 succeeds, so you will take half damage from this, whereas Mortar will take full damage from this.
Cool.
Okay. So, Ellie, you take 4 points of piercing damage, and Mortar, you take 8 points of piercing damage.
Could be worse.
What was it from?
You watch as you begin to walk across the kind of through the main hall area, kind of Ellie shortly behind you. You watch as Marla lifts an arrow and takes a shot, not knowing you're there. And as the arrow passes through you, you feel that damage almost sever through your mind. And as it passes out the other side, you feel a little bit of bleeding from one side. Not enough to warrant any particular risk, but enough to realise that they have some form of corporeal form. So that does break one of your
Yeah, I would only take
force
one.
form. Yeah. So that would be your force form would take 1 charge.
Yes, that's
And
right. Yeah,
Ellie,
so
I need you to make me a
5 for that
concentration check, please.
Well, okay. Concentration. Concentration, sir?
Word of warning, people, we can be hurt in here.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. Yeah,
I mean,
DC
I've got
10, so you should
8
be fine.
plus. I gotta say, I've got 8 plus 6 from Kirv.
Yeah,
plus
you're fine.
3.
So long as it's
All
not a natural
good.
1, you'd be fine. So yeah,
I think a natural 1 would probably still save something.
natural 1, I'd probably. It would be -4 plus 14, so it'd be DC of 10. So yeah, no, it would just succeed.
Hey, Ellie, were you aware that this memory could deal damage to us?
No, but I tell you what, I hope we don't go into memories of fights because we're gonna have to be careful.
Memories of fights, huh? And an idea starts to form in Mortar's mind.
Okay.
Hey, Vinny,
So-
did you know those traps were there?
It was a physical person who shot the arrow.
It was
Yeah.
yeah.
I was
it
gonna
was
say,
the
it
Marlow
was-
shooting
fudge,
the
I'm
targets.
sorry.
Yeah, no,
I'm
no, it
sorry.
was just
You're focusing
it
on
was just
food. It's okay.
My bad.
this chick. She, yeah, I thought that she, that her attack would basically pass right through me because we're in a memory, but it turns out, we can be hurt by memory phantoms, I guess.
I did one better. I didn't realise these were targets. I thought she was shooting these down here.
I genuinely thought so too. Yeah, I thought the same, which is why I was like, oh, I'm safe, and then it just turns out, nope.
Yeah, that's entirely on me. I should have zoomed in
Yeah.
a little more.
As an experiment, then, I'm
Mhm.
gonna lean over to the spectral form of Marla.
Mhm.
I take it you couldn't see them then?
As you interact in this manner, Marla turns and goes, "See who?"
Ooh.
You shit.
I mean,
Okay,
Oh, this
okay.
is weird.
I mean, my arrow hit the
Sorry.
mark, so I can see them, whoever they are.
There's apologies. There's stuff on the table behind Kirv, right? Can Kirv pick up a cup and start sort of hauntingly waving it around?
Yeah,
I want to come
you
out of the
can.
shadows. Rar, rar, rar.
You.
So they can see me because they hit me?
No, they can't.
No,
She
she-
doesn't.
oh.
She doesn't know you're there. As you pick up the cup and begin moving it
Oh, sorry.
around, you watch as the spectral cavern otherwise moves over and snatches the cup from the air from where you're holding it and just puts it back down as if it was natural, and then goes back to what they were doing.
Oh.
You take.
What?
You take 4 points of psychic damage down to 2 as you interacted with an
Right.
object that caused one of the nearby memories to interact with you.
Your soul is now in that cup. You die.
Oh, okay. So we've got to be careful interacting with the world.
Mhm.
Ay.
Correct.
We are
But there might be
hobbits, so I
only
suppose
certain
we're
ways
relevant to
forward, and that might require interaction.
Oh, if it's psychic damage, it might be best I take the hit.
Yeah, seconded.
Okay.
So, any idea why we're in your hideout, Vinny?
Not certain.
Hmm.
Ellie, any ideas?
Do you remember this? This time? What's happening here? Or are we in a memory you're now having to re-remember?
This as far as you're
Spent a
all...
lot of time here.
Yeah, you spent a lot of time here, and as far as this appears, this is just downtime between a number of missions or heists or jobs.
Can I tell how old Carverne and Marla seem to be?
Go ahead
In
and
this
make
particular
me
memory.
an insight check for this, please.
Because if memory serves me correctly, Marla in particular was just a kid when we first met.
Mm-hmm.
16 plus. Okay, 27.
27. Okay. as you have a look at Marla and up to a year ago, you knew Marla when she was alive. And you knew, or you kind of saw her grow older the same as you did, as you both joined the crew when you were teenagers. As you went through that process and are now where you are, you can see that Marla is closer to the age when she died than when she started. Much so that you could say this is probably within a year of the dreaded day when she and a lot of the other members of the crew do die.
Mm-hmm. So, I recognize her. That's you, right, Carvan?
Yeah, I'll admit it's strange being able to see myself, and yeah. You do note that you can see Carvern with all of her silver scales as well.
Yeah,
That's
it.
one
That's the
detail
main
that
thing
you
that
do
gave her
know.
away.
There is...
Yeah.
She's not wearing armor. She's wearing what looks to be kind of a simple shirt, tunic, a apron across the front, and is currently busy chopping up vegetables, and is moving from one job to the other. At this time, I'm actually going to roll for her cooking check. Okay. So as she continues cooking, she puts some things in the pot, puts it on to one side, grabs a small log, chucks it in the kind of the burner beneath, and leaves it to cook. As she brushes her she kind of brushes her hands off. You kind of hear muffled throughout the room as she speaks. I'm going to go let the others know that food will be ready in about 20 minutes. And as Carvern steps through your space, Vinny, go ahead and roll me an intelligence saving throw, please.
Oh.
Okay, do I have a +6
Yep.
from Kirv?
Yeah.
Okay, so 18 then.
18, that is a success. So you take half damage, so you take 4 points of psychic damage. As the rest of you watch Carver and kind of moves through part of the room, kind of round behind Marla, who kind of stops shooting temporarily as she moves past. I would like initiative rolls from Kirv, Vinny, it'll be Romulus, Carvern, as well as the two elementals. If any of them would like to try and move across the room while Marla is not shooting.
Okay.
The initiative roll is going to be counting as a DC for the purposes of this, so it doesn't get the benefit of the +6 from Kirv, but this does benefit from all your other initiative rolls or initiative bonuses you would otherwise get.
Do I roll for the two elementals individually, or
Yes.
just mine because they normally go on my initiative?
Okay. Roll for them separately, and remember that their initiative score is equal to their dex. So, Carvern, seeing what happens here, kind of scuffles across the room without any issue, kind of stepping to one side here. I don't know what this red marker is, so I'm going to remove it from Carvern for now. Oh, that was Rage, that's right. Well, Rage will be gone by now. Okay, I need to roll for Romulus. Romulus does not have advantage on his initiative rolls because he's only 3 levels in Barbarian. Okay. Okay, with that, what did Terador get?
Terador got 8, Roni got 17.
Okay, would you like either of them to try and cross the room?
Roni will, because yeah, they will. Yeah, they will, because they've seen that I've taken damage. Terador want to get to me, and Roni is probably going to play it safe. So, I would believe that Roni would tuck over here somewhere.
That's
Terador
right.
would be with me there.
There you go.
How long does Enlarge Reduce last?
A minute.
Okay, I'll say we're getting to the cusp of that now, so we'll say they're going to enlarge soon.
Quick question. Just kind of completely kind of aesthetic reasons. Looking at the shots that Marla is making, how good of a shot is she?
Very good. It seems that Marla is very well practiced and is quite happily getting the same area as she is making these shots. You do also note that while she is taking these shots, the arrows seem to be overlapping with one another, as if this is a memory on, and this little bit is on repeat. So she'll take the shot, and the arrow will land exactly where the previous one was, and then it will just reset itself.
All right.
15.
15. Do you wish to try and cross during this time?
Kirv will, yes.
Okay. Romulus got a 10. Do you think Romulus would cross during this time?
If we've all crossed, then I dare say he would. Yeah, he wouldn't stay on his own.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
How-
I got a 17.
Okay. And do you wish to cross, Vinny?
Yes.
Okay.
How high are the ceilings in here? Just to...
The ceilings in here are high enough that Roni can stand on the floor and not be scraping their head. Roni cannot fly in here.
Okay, noted. I was going to say I have a flying up, but if not, then
No.
yeah, that checks out. It's just a normal house.
So, Kirv, Romulus, and Terador all failed on the DC for this, so they will be taking piercing damage as a result of the attack made against them, as they didn't make it across in time. So, Kirv, you take 8 points of piercing damage. Terador takes 7 points of piercing damage, and
Is
Romulus
this magical?
takes... yes.
Okay, cool.
By all accounts, this is magical for the purposes of it's in response to your inner spell.
Okay, yeah, no sweat.
And Romulus...
Just 'cause I know resistances.
Nope, that's fine. And Romulus takes 9 points of piercing damage.
Would I, in this scenario, be able to intercept to help reduce someone else's damage?
I will say, if you do, I will instead have the damage transfer to you, as you've already failed the save. Or the initiative for this. So if you would like to, you will be as... Instead of reducing damage, you'll take the damage.
Who got hurt? It was
Romulus,
Romulus
Terador, and you.
Yeah, most
be
people are
honest-
tanky. They'll be fine.
I was going to say they're pretty tanky, yeah.
Yeah, I think I can let him take it. If it was Ellie, it would be different, but
Oh, yeah.
No, I pre-took that.
Okay. So, you all manage to make it across the room, and you watch as Carvern, otherwise travelling behind you, rush across, some of you getting hit by arrows in this moment, kind of the phantom arrows shooting past. Quicker than Marla takes the shots, notably, as if this area is dangerous while Marla is, in quotations, active. As this happens, you watch as Carvern heads through the door, otherwise opening up and stepping through. As this happens, the door closes. You don't hear Carvern walking elsewhere, so you don't know where Carvern is headed.
Where do you think we should go? This memory clearly has an end.
I mean, presumably it would start when Vinny arrives in the memory. It's kind of weird we're seeing this part of his memory, but he's not here. Should we try to find him?
Do we follow Carvern? Not you, Carvern, but the other Carvern?
I get what you mean.
She said she's getting the others, so...
So she's probably heading... If she's going for numbers, then she'll probably be heading to either the planning room or the bedroom at this point, depending on when this is.
Okay. Next question is, Vinny, did you have somewhere you used to hang out in here that you preferred to hang out in? A room?
All over, really. I could have been training, could have been practicing, could have been having a nap.
Okay.
Numbers and cases, we're normally alone in the planning room, but if they can't see us while we're like this, I don't know what exactly the goal needs to be here, but if there's this memory from whenever it is must be quite recent. if it's from close to the time when when we were working on the ring job, then figuring out whatever they were planning seems like the most important thing here.
I agree
So
with you.
So
I
should we try to find Cassius then, since he seems to be kind of the mastermind, or?
think that's the best idea.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Let you
If
lead.
there's a version of me in this memory, it's probably best that we avoid each other, and that's somewhere I'm unlikely to be. So
okay. Well, since there's no real threat of them seeing us divide and conquer, and then we all rendezvous back here with what we found.
Not the worst plan.
I mean, there's no real threat to us here aside from if we over interact with the environment, it seems, or with people. So we just avoid them as best we can and take
You
it from
see
there.
the door opens and Carvern steps through.
Okay,
heads
I'm
up,
preparing
people.
to take the
Heads up,
dodge
people.
action.
Okay.
Dodge it!
so
I
I'll
will
say-
evade.
Kirv and Ellie, go ahead and make me dexterity saving throws with advantage, as this will be you trying to step out of the way, but given your current position, I will say that you'll take half damage regardless because you are pinned against the area where you'll get hit with arrows because of your current position as a
7.
team.
Oh.
So what's your total there,
Oh.
6, 7?
It's not very good. 15.
15, okay.
It
And
could be worse.
Ellie?
I got 25.
Okay.
If it's possible, can I be stepping up towards Terrador, like on Terrador?
So I'll say, well, you wouldn't be able to fit. Just remember, both Terrador and Roni are
Human
large creatures right now. So...
Oh God, yeah. No, No,
and
that's
Terrador
cool.
can't sink into the floor because
Yeah.
it's wood.
No,
So,
I could. Yep.
As you
I feel
both step to
concentration
one
still grows
side,
up.
Kirv, you don't manage to move out of the way in time. Oh, I'm rolling the wrong dice. No, it's the smaller ones. There we go. You take 10 points of psychic damage, half to 5 because of your resistance. And Ellie, you succeeded, so you would take 7 halved to 3. And go ahead and... Oh no, you can't fail the save. You no longer need to make it.
God, my health is slowly chipping down.
is it possible to try and slip through the door before it closes?
Yeah.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, that's what I was going to try to do.
Okay. You step through the door, and Vinny, you were going to do the same?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You squeeze past
Hell
and
yeah.
slip through the door. Catching the door, you step through the hallway beyond. Again, not lit, given the nature of this, but it seems that, for one reason or another, the spectral memories don't seem to worry about the darkness in here for some reason. As you do, your dancing lights go with you, so Carvern is going to follow you in this direction.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anywhere else anyone would like to go, or are you all sticking together? If so, I would like to know where you're headed.
I'm going to leave my elementals here. Tell them to just avoid any people walking around.
Okay.
And the arrows. I
Yeah, they'll have fun
will
with that.
be checking. Yeah, I was going to check the same room.
Would you prefer I leave you to it, or?
No, you can come with. I mean, it's always good to double up. Or
Yeah, extra pair of eyes for sure.
Okay. So, speaking of eyes, as...
Oh dear.
Yep. As Ellie and Kirv and Romulus all enter this room, I would like you all to make me Constitution saving throws, please.
Okay.
As they have broken one of the rules.
Oh, why did I? Sorry, I accidentally rolled 2. I'm just going to roll 1.
8 plus 6 plus 3. 9 plus 7 is 17.
17? Okay. Oh, I need to roll for Romulus.
21.
Romulus probably succeeds. It's a 5. No, he succeeds. That's a 17 before adding the plus 6. Gosh, dang! Romulus is healthy. All right. So what was your total there, Kirv?
21.
Okay, 21. You all succeed. So you all take... so... Ellie, you take 2 points of acid damage. Kirv, you take half of 7, 3 points of acid damage. And Romulus takes also 3 points of acid damage. As you enter the workshop, there is a sudden jet of alchemical mist that shoots in your general direction, and as you broke the rule of not putting the goggles on first, you all head into the workroom and manage to avoid being blinded as you enter here, but you kind of cough and sputter, pushing the kind of the burning chemical away as you see an individual currently working in this chamber.
What kind of fucking kitchen is this?
I
You-
think it's a science kind of kitchen.
You see a figure that you recognize from when you were in the Herald of Husks
Oh,
labyrinth.
there
As
he
you
is.
see Cassius, kind of this older gentleman, what looks to be kind of a thick beard, currently kind of leaning forward with kind of these large set goggles on, and begins tinkering with some kind of a little bit of the device before pouring a liquid into one set of it. Looks over to the chalkboard, which you can see is just kind of this smattering smear of white and black, as they continue working, looking over at some papers and continue working on whatever it is they're doing.
Okay. God, that's just going to be a damage over time thing. I am going to see if I can work out what it is he's doing. I will also be moving in. I take extra damage from this, so people can actually get in. I'm going to try and work out what he's doing.
Okay.
Like, what's he making? Is there, like... I don't imagine the notes are clear, but...
Go ahead
Let's
and
see what-
go ahead and make me an intelligence check, if you please.
Intelligence check. That's a +10. Okay. Cool. Roll. That's a 13. I'm consistently getting freeze. Get the hell out of here, you rapscallion.
So, intelligence check, not investigation. So there's no proficiency for this.
Oh shit! All right. Well then, it's a 8.
Okay. You look over it, and as you look at the papers, they are smudged and smeared, and you can't seem to make them out.
Okay.
So, Kirv, you
Alright.
moving anywhere in particular in the room, or you blocking Romulus and squeezing him against the door?
To be honest now, I'm afraid to go anywhere or do anything.
I'll just.
It's only
Ellie will be
3
like,
points of damage. Why are you scared? You've got like
Yes.
90 something. You're
Fine.
fine.
Can I move one square this way?
Uh
You
Okay.
huh. Constitution saving throw. DC is 1.
that was
If you
the
fail, you
square.
die.
That was the death square.
DC 50.
Cassius's favorite pastime, making death squares.
DC 50, you should. DC 50, you stand on it and there's a fart sound.
No.
My social standing is ruined. Okay. So, while you have a think about what's in this chamber, you will return to Mortar and Vinny. You two are in the hallway. Carvern is otherwise backing you up. You can see that there are a number of doors from here. Now, this is where things get interesting. Vinny, go ahead and roll me a performance check with a -3 compared to what it currently is for you.
Stanley. Okay, so what? 31.
31. Okay. Okay. That beats both of your passive perceptions. So, as you step into the hallway, you can begin to hear music as the doorway to the to the bedroom seems to be cracked open enough that you can hear the sound of Vinny's lute playing. Both of you are bardically inspired by this. So at this current level, Vinny would be the equivalent of a level 1 bard, so you both gain a d6 bardic inspiration die. Additionally, however, you both take 7 points of psychic damage.
Oh, bummer. I take 1 due to force form,
Fourth form's gonna
leaving me on 4.
As you can hear the sound of someone playing from that room, which you can only assume is Vinny. At the very least, it's Vinny's lute playing. Oh, Cavern also takes that damage. I need to note that. This is the first time she's taken damage. Oh, she has 12 damage marked on her.
Such a beautiful song, but it hurts
What did she
my head.
do? She shouldn't have taken damage.
It's not left over from the previous combat.
Oh, it might be, yeah, and that should have been restored because she came in here. Okay, so she's taken 7 points of psychic damage. She is not resistant to.
We should probably move away from that door, huh?
Did say I should avoid meeting myself, didn't I?
Okay. Well, if you go in front of me, then hold on. You go in front of me. I'll go behind you. I know they can't see me, but still, might be a little deterrent. Mortar's going to be keeping his attention open for any potential, I don't know, traps or hazards. It's unlikely there would be traps because this is their home, but any hazards which look like they could potentially do harm to us, even in this kind of state of etherealness.
Okay. I will say, for the purposes of this, given the nature of it being a memory, plus not knowing what to prepare, plus also the correct assessment, I will assume that you have rolled a natural 20 on this. There are no traps and hazards that cannot be avoided by information that either Vinny has or by something that you have learnt since being here. So you know not to pass through the tiles of creatures that are present. You also know that interacting with objects which they interact with can cause effects on your party. And there are some natural hazards based on a rule set which Vinny seems to have. Or rather,
Okay, cool.
Simon has, I should state.
Cool.
Of which, Simon, I
Okay,
did send
no
that
problem
to
then.
I did send that to you, didn't I?
Yeah, I've got that.
Yeah, cool.
Does there appear to be a door into this room here?
Yes. You can currently see all of the doors that are present from this. So you can see that Vinny is currently standing adjacent to 2 of them. One seems to lead kind of into what you can only imagine is a smaller chamber, and what looks another one that, from what Vinny remembers, is the planning room.
Okay. Right, just as we're here, I'm going to point to the end of the hallway and say, I can't imagine it would come up, but just in case, knock before you go into the bathroom.
I mean, yeah, that's just common decency, right?
You would have thought.
Mortar fully would have intended to walk into that room without knocking. He didn't even realise that was a bathroom.
Anyway,
Okay.
and I'll then put like a finger to my lips in a shush motion and then push open the door.
Okay. The door is locked.
I mean, hold up. Thieves' tools include a lockpicking set, right?
Yes, but you do not have them on you because you did not get them from when you were
that is correct.
picking up items.
That is correct.
You have a grenade.
That is correct.
You could blow the door
I do
up.
have a grenade. I could. 8d8 seems a little bit excessive, though.
I am not against using concussive force, so because it would be an enclosed space, it would spread.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, for sure.
Such a bad idea.
It's such a great idea.
Yes,
Well,
let's set off a grenade in Vinny's brain. Let's see what happens.
I mean,
Hi, Harlan.
Welcome,
I
Harlan.
support setting off a grenade in Vinny's brain.
That's all I needed to hear. I'm kidding.
Okay, some
Okay,
things.
it's fine.
I'll get you caught
Sorry.
up real quick, Harlan. You have entered into Vinny's old hideout. Simon has a set of rules that following them allows you to avoid traps. Not following them causes issues, specifically damage. You've taken a little bit of damage so far. Most of it is just like little plinks of damage, as seems to be the case with all of this. Interacting with an NPC, or someone who isn't a member of your party, will cause you to take psychic damage. Interacting with an object which causes an NPC to react to it will cause psychic damage. And and certain general areas and effects are dangerous based on situations at hand. So, for example, you went into the workshop room. Because you weren't wearing eye goggles when you went in, you took acid damage as a group of 3 of you. Meanwhile, for Vinny, Mortar, and Carvern, as they went into the hallway, they heard Vinny playing. He was playing very well, but he played well enough that he beat their perception checks, and as a result, they gained bardic inspiration, but took 7 points of psychic damage each.
So yeah, now that one's the surprise, but fair enough.
So it seems to be that certain things that you interact with here can cause you to take damage, but may aid you in some form or another. Also, Terador and Roni are here, but they're currently trying to hide and avoid people because they're too big for the hideout.
Okay, understood.
I mean, Carvern, do you reckon you could give this door a shove? Try to get it open.
I could give it a go, but probably no better than you two, I guess. I mean, since my change, I haven't exactly been as strong as I once was.
Okay.
You want to try and keep disruption to a minimum, just in case.
I'm more wondering if do we feel the need to interact with everything, or are we just trying to get stock of where all of your former party were?
I think we're just trying to learn what we can. I don't remember this specific moment, but since it must be relatively recently, it might be from within one of the sealed memories, I don't know.
Alright, well, if we don't feel like futzing with that right now, should we reconvene with the others, or do we think it's worth opening the door to the bathroom and see who's taking a stinky one?
We could look, but since we're not likely to get much out of that, it feels like a better idea to keep interaction to a minimum.
Okay.
I do want to get in here, though. It's probably locked from the inside, so the key will be in there. But they're not likely to notice us skulking around, so...
Okay.
We can always use my lockpicks to get through.
Do you have them on you?
No, but he does, presumably. I gestured that back down the other side of the hall. It's just a question of how we
I mean,
borrow them.
you're not allowed to interact with them, or we think that it would be bad for you to interact with them. So do you want me to try and snatch them?
Yeah, ideally if we can get him out of the room. I normally keep all my stuff on hand. Get him to stop playing, I mean. I normally keep all my stuff on hand, but...
Okay. Do you have a knife? I have an idea. Something particularly sharp. I need something really sharp.
I wasn't able to grab a dagger. I have my swords.
Not really. That's a bit big. Carvern, do you have a knife or anything on you?
I didn't bring the stalker blades with me, no.
Okay.
What about Vinny's wit?
That's pretty damn sharp, but not quite what I had in mind. Okay, so yeah, one of the swords then. That's probably our best option.
All right, I'll pull out Sundance.
Okay.
You're not
Okay.
hoping to pick the lock with this, are you?
No, I'm not that stupid. I've actually got another thing in mind. It's something that I know would probably annoy you and would probably get you to stop playing if I were to do it. But I'm not brave enough to do that to you personally. So me doing this to you, who's not you, is actually a dream come true. And he will start walking, and he'll creep into the room.
Okay.
Um,
Creeping into the room, you see Vinny, currently sat at the end, kind of lying down on his bunk, currently just gently playing and relaxing. Additionally, you see another figure. You see,
Oh.
sat on the bunk nearby, reading a book, seems to be Numbers. Kind of this short, squat-looking, almost gnomish figure, kind of bulbous features, kind of darker, otherwise liver-spotted skin, kind of wrinkled with age. Just kind of sat there reading a book and just kind of flipping through it.
Mortar will turn back to Vinny and start, and using his hand will start counting upwards to try and indicate who else is in the room.
Vinny looks confused for a second, but then follows you down the hallway.
And I'll
Okay.
point him out.
Okay. I will say, Vinny, in this moment, go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
Oh boy.
And you're proficient in perception, aren't you?
What, me or Vinny?
Vinny.
Okay.
Are you proficient in perception, Vinny?
Perception, yes.
Okay. So, what is your current passive perception? Is it 16? Or
My current, should be 16.
so you are trying to beat a 13 on your stealth check, as you are
Awesome.
trying to beat previous Vinny's passive perception.
Okay.
That'll do it.
Yeah, it's a 13 on the
Yeah.
die.
As you step up to the door, you look in. Past you is currently just kind of leaning against the wall, strumming lightly, playing kind of a gentle tune. Meanwhile, you see Numbers is currently leaning against the wall, otherwise reading a book.
Mortar is going to begin moving in. I'm specifically looking around as I'm going to see if I can see a place where there's any loose loot strings or anything laying around.
Loot strings.
Yes, like new loot strings.
Oh no.
Okay. Go ahead and make me an investigation check, if you please.
Okay. -2.
Don't forget, you also have a bardic inspiration.
Bardic as well. I do.
It's
I
only a
may
D6,
need
but
that for this. Okay, so 12. I will use the D6. So 12 plus 3 is 15.
okay, 15.
Is Mortar about to become Agent 47?
Now
So-
relax.
As you look around the room for any form of like loot strings, spare equipment, you look about and can't see any that are on hand. It's one of those that you imagine, by the general nature of this place, that if Vinny's loot strings were to break, Vinny would probably have to go and get new ones. Meaning that they aren't readily available at this time.
But it means it would probably stop him from playing, so you would have to go and get new ones. Okay. So yeah, Mortar will keep going, and he will, as stealthily as he can, kind of climb up here.
Mm-hmm.
And then he will, as Vinny is just kind of playing, Mortar's going to try and slide the sword in between the kind of the underbit between the strings and the fret, and just twist and start just trying to like saw them so they snap.
Okay. It doesn't take
I
much
never said
effort
this-
at all.
He
As
never
the-
said this is a good plan.
Yeah, it doesn't take much effort as the sword, as sharp as it is, it's still a +2 weapon. that just slices through these lute strings as they curl and ping in that moment as it almost the strings pull apart from one another. You watch as Vinny is almost shocked in this moment. As this happens,
Yeah.
Vinny does notice you, and will interact with you in this moment. So,
I'm not listening. La 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 la.
so as Vinny kind of sees you in that moment, you watch as Vinny. This is actual. Simon, I should ask.
Mm-hmm.
At this time, what weapons would Vinny have had? It would have still been a regular scimitar, wouldn't it?
Yes, at this time it would have been the 2 scimitars.
Okay, so he is going to, in this instant, draw and make 2 attacks with you. 2 attacks against you. What is your current attack modifier?
Currently with...
So if we go with
Increase.
Songwriter, and then it will just be -6. Because Songwriter's a +3 or a +2 weapon?
Leave +2. Let me check my inventory.
Okay.
I presently have
Apologies.
an NEC of 15, by the way.
No, that's fine.
Cool.
Yeah, so I'll roll to see if this would hit. Okay, first roll on the die is an 18. And then the second one, which is with the 2-handed one. Okay, so I believe that second one should hit, even with a -6 involved.
What was the total?
It was 10 plus whatever Vinny's is -6. So what's your to hit, Vinny?
With Songwriter, it's a +12 normally.
Okay,
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah,
that
he
would be a
would- he
16,
would
so
still
that
hit
would
me, yeah.
just hit. Okay, so you
Yeah, yeah.
lose 2 more of Force Form.
Okay.
As this happens. Notably as well, with each of these, the Spectral Vinny is currently interacting with you. So, the first one deals an additional, and this is separate to the initial attacks as well, 2 points of psychic damage, so that burns through another Force Form, and then 4 points of psychic damage on the following one.
I am out of force form.
Okay. As
Alright.
Vinny makes these 2 attacks against this stranger, you watch as Vinny puts the swords away and then leans back up against the wall, but puts the loot to one side and jumps down and is going to begin to make their way towards the door.
When he attacked me, something
Yes.
I was actually looking for. The way he attacked me feels very, because he kind of, it kind of seemed very reactive. Like, you know, he like, obviously I snapped his strings. He then attacked me and then just blanked me completely afterwards.
Yep.
Did I see like a silver sheen go over his eyes or anything when he attacked me? Did I see anything change in his like physicality?
No, not really.
No.
There
Okay.
was more of this. There was this sudden shock of who's this stranger, attack, and then the passiveness as if they'd forgotten what just happened, and then put the blades away and have now jumped down and are making their way towards the door.
And because the original plan was for me to try and snag, was it his keys, Simon? Or his lockpicking tools?
Yeah, his lockpicks, yeah.
Could I, as he was leaving my range, attempt to take sleight of hand his lockpicking tools?
Yeah, go for it.
Hell yeah. Sleight of hand. Okay. Oh, damn. 13. No,
13.
12.
12. Okay.
Hmm.
In this moment, Vinny's passive perception would be 13. So, as you take, you said it was 12, wasn't it?
Yeah, so, yeah,
So-
7 plus 5.
As you go to grab the lockpick tools, Vinny once again notices that you're there and snatches the lockpick tools back from you. You take
Okay.
5 points of psychic damage as he snatches the
Okay.
tools back and puts them back where they once were on his person, and then seems to forget you're there and carries on. You can attempt this as many times as you want, and you know the DC is 13. Just know that each time you fail, you're taking psychic damage. And once you've taken an item, you don't know what happens. You saw that when Kirv waved the cup in the main kitchen area, that Carvern seemed, or Memory Carvern seemed to react to it. But
I think Mortar will shrug at Vinny and he'll kind of going like, no good, like, no dice.
okay.
Okay. in which
Speaking of
case, I'm
which,
going to...
current Vinny is walking towards you.
Yeah.
Where would you like to go?
I'm gonna point to numbers if
Mhm.
Mortar can see me and make a
Yep.
like turning key motion.
Mhm.
And then I'm hoping real Vinny is gonna go to the training room, and I'm gonna go down, try and hide in the bathroom.
Okay. So, first things
Run
first,
down the...
make me an athletics check just to get down the hallway quick enough. Carvern quite happily moves out the way to let you pass, so there's no issue there. That or your choice of stealth check. Athletics will be a matter of getting there quick enough to potentially get into the bathroom. Stealth check will potentially mean you can get there unheard, which may not prompt any speed up, so you can get there just as Vinny would be leaving the bunkhouse.
I'm gonna go for stealth.
Okay.
My athletics is technically better, but staying quiet and trying to avoid disruption seems
Mhm.
the best strategy here. I don't know if there's some sort of total limit on how much we can mess around with things before the ritual starts not working as well. I'd like to not find out. That is a 23.
23. Okay. You rush down the hallway, kind of quietly or quick and quietly getting down the hallway. You get to the door. You're going inside.
I will knock.
Okay. You knock on the
And
door.
then...
There is no reply from inside, and thus you enter.
Mhm.
Okay. You enter, and you are now in the bathroom.
Yeah, because I believe at this point the whole party is accounted for except what I'm assuming is a mystery robed figure hiding out in the planning room.
Okay.
We'll see.
While that is going
Oh.
on, Romulus,
Yeah.
Ellie, and Kirv, you are in the workshop as it stands. You can't hear what's going on elsewhere in the hideout, and you've had a little bit of time to potentially think about what you might want to do. You see that Cassius is before you, currently working on some potion, and Ellie, you can't tell what it is that he's working on. But again, doesn't seem to notice you, seems completely oblivious to your presence.
Hey, Ellie, do you know what they're making?
No, I don't. And I don't even know what I'm looking for. I'm really confused.
Maybe I can figure out some of the ingredients. And can Curve see if they can identify any of the materials being used here?
Yeah, go ahead and make me an intelligence check. So 25 minus 2
Damn.
for a 23. You look
Okay.
at the apparatus here. It is potion stuff. You can't make out any of the ingredients. You just know it's potion stuff. And you know that eating any of these ingredients might not go so well. Given your interaction with a cup, you can only imagine what Cassius might need to do to get the ingredients back should you eat or drink any of them.
And that 20 doesn't get you as far as it used to, huh?
Well, let's just put it this way. From the response that I got, one of the rooms that Vinny doesn't interact with that often was the workshop. As a result, nothing of use is in here.
Ah,
in terms of items that you could interact with.
yes.
So, for example,
Well,
with Mortar potentially trying to take the lockpicks off of Vinny, or potentially later on the key off of Numbers, that means that while you are in the workshop, there are no items that you can beneficially gain from here. Doesn't mean there isn't stuff that you can potentially find, it just means you can't gain anything interesting.
well, I feel this room's a bit of a...
Dud.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
I agree.
I don't really want to be poking around in memories that I don't understand. Head out too.
Okay.
Ah.
Romulus, I assume you're joining them?
I'm not smart enough for these brain memory shenanigans.
Okay.
I am going to follow Ellie's lead.
Checking just in case you're there.
Simon, I sent you a DM right quick.
Well, we found Cassius, so he's not going to be in the planning room. They've headed to the planning room. Should we try and follow?
Yeah, doesn't look like there's any other spaces to go.
I'll say it's at this time that you watch Vinny exit this area,
I know it's
Real
Spectral
Vinny?
Vinny, right?
Or...
and as he moves through, go ahead and roll me an insight check, and this will be your attempt to try and avoid Vinny walking through you.
$14.
14. Okay. You take... Nope, wrong dice. Smaller ones for this. You take 6 points of psychic damage. Half to 3 because of your resistance, as Vinny walks straight through you. And otherwise round Marla and to the kitchen, where you see Vinny begins having a conversation with Carvern with regards to food, and seems to mention that they want to have a talk about if they have any spare loot strings.
Oh,
Hey?
As you realise that that is the fake Vinny.
Alright then. Alright. I guess let's go to find where they have all gone. And I'm gonna follow and regroup with that.
Okay.
To the elementals. Stay, doing a good job.
Cavern. Cavern, is that the real you?
Yes, the fake Carvern is behind you in the kitchen.
I just wanted to check.
Currently Mortar is in the bunks trying to do something. Vinny had to rush up there, so I assume Vinny was hiding from himself. As Carvern looks back across. Mortar, what were you going to try and do?
Mortar's going to try and steal Numbers' keys.
Okay. Go ahead and make me a sleight of hand check. The DC for this is higher than that of Vinny's, as Numbers is a very perceptive individual.
Okie dokie. Oh, that's a nat 20, baby.
That's a natural
I know
20 there.
exactly how Mortar
Woo!
does this. I know exactly how Mortar does this.
Go on.
He looks at this guy appraisingly for a minute before kind of slowly sliding to like the bottom rung of the ladder here, reaching across and grabbing kind of just the arm rail of the bunk. And as he just allows himself to kind of swing gently underneath without touching the mattress, he reaches up, plucks the keys from his belt, and pulls himself out the other side, and just exits the room.
Okay. Okay. I now
Whatever
begin.
G.
I now begin a timer on my side until Numbers realizes that the keys are gone. The timer, notably, isn't a physical timer as in you have 5 actual minutes. The timer is the number of rooms you go through. For every door that you pass through, counts the timer down.
Okay, so I've moved through one because of the one from the
Correct.
the bunk.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
And this is specifically this is a group apart. So if you all go through the same doors at the same time, it counts as only one countdown.
Okay, cool.
Okay. I'm gonna have to go through this door as well to get out.
Okay. so
Yep,
that
I'll
counts it
I'll
down.
just whistle to Vinny and hold up the keys. And then I will begin attempting to open the doors. The door for this one here.
Okay. You put the key in the lock, you turn it, the door opens.
Happy days. Mortar will step aside and allow Vinny through.
Okay. Notably, first of all, Harlan, are you good to jump into tabletop, or...?
I shall be able to shortly.
Yep, that's right. And where Ellie and Romulus, you are in the main hall currently. If you do want to join your party in this section, you will have to travel through the door, as you have not moved through there currently. So, Vinny, you are moving up to the door and heading in, or...?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm heading through into here.
Okay, so that is another piece of countdown for the time being. I'll say Mortar and Carvern can otherwise travel with you. As in this moment, you see a figure, otherwise robed, standing over what looks to be a map there. And you can see them talking to the air, as if having a conversation with someone who isn't there.
I'm gonna go through the door.
Spatial awareness.
Because I want to capitalize on being able to get in there the same time as this lot if I can.
Okay.
So
I was going to say.
And also, I can
would
use
like-
lip reading. So.
I would also like to do spatial awareness to see if there is anything that is actually hidden there, like if there is a creature with an intelligence of 4 or higher, that this guy is speaking to.
Notably, they're talking to someone on the other side of the table. So...
And we can't see that person.
No, you cannot. With spatial awareness, you sense that there is an outline of a piece of memory here. It seems like this person talks to another member of the crew, and that will spark whatever is the conclusion to this memory. As you go to try and lip read, you see that the hood is up, and you see that their face is completely covered by shadow. Regardless of what angle you take, you cannot see a face.
Does that mean Vinny's never seen that face?
Potentially.
Is
So
this
are we
what-
saying...
Sorry, go on.
Sorry, are we saying that there is someone on the other side of the table that we can't see, or that there will be someone there?
There
There's
will
a
be
fragment
someone
of
there,
memory there,
but it seems like you have to complete something with another member of the crew in order to move them to this location.
Okay.
I mean, presumably that'd be Cassius, right? Because if Vinny hasn't seen the face of this person, that's why it's shadowed. So it wouldn't be Vinny. Otherwise, Vinny would remember this guy's face. So presumably it'd be Cassius.
Cassius on numbers, surely.
I mean, if it's
Come on,
numbers, then if it's numbers, we can just wait a minute because he'll be coming back to retrieve these in a minute. So Mortar will kind of he'll try to maneuver around this guy and go here.
In the memory fragment I was able to get before at the campfire, is this the same robe at the very least, if not?
Same body style, different robe.
Okay.
It seems this individual, they don't have like the mantle or the staff in this particular one. They just have kind of this nondescript brown and black robe and kind of the hood up, cloak to go with. They seem to be just a nondescript individual in this moment, but you can make out the details that match them to the individual wearing the silver robe while you're at the campfire.
Mortar is just going to wait for numbers for now. He's just going to kind of ready himself.
Okay. I will count down the clock. Are you waiting until numbers returns? Or is there something anyone wants to do?
Well, I want to take a look at the map first of all.
Okay.
Mm,
Looking at the map, you can see the map of the local area around Zaro's Scar. You can see that there are a number of markers on it, what look as well as various destinations and cities, along with popular trade routes, and previous jobs have kind of left these small pins in it as well. Notably, as you approach and you have a look at the table, there is a large sword, what you recognize as Cassius's sword, currently stuck in the table through the map.
mm.
You recognize the sword as you carried it for a long time after killing Marla and Numbers with it.
Woof.
Hmm. Okay. Is the sword stuck through a particular spot?
Just seems to be somewhere through the center of the map itself, not through a particular spot.
Hmm.
Actually, you know what?
Okay.
Make me an intelligence check.
Okay. Yeah, I was also going to ask, is there anything I can deduce about the timeline from what is and is not marked on the map?
Mm-hmm.
Straight intelligence was this?
Yep, straight intelligence.
Okay, so that still counts.
Or jack of all trades. Yep,
Jack of all trades, so +1, so dirty 20.
dirty 20. That is enough. As you look at the sword, you almost look at it and you're like, where is it supposed to be? And as you kind of triangulate it, there's almost a moment where none of the rest of you notice this, and only Vinny in this moment, you realize that a little bit of the memory almost replaces itself, as if you are remembering where it actually was. In that moment, you see the sword stuck through the location of the house that you struck where the Ring of the Worm was. And as you begin to work backwards from this, the last hit you did was the one where you met this so-called contact when Cassius said you had a big job coming up. And if you remember, that one, I believe, was when you replaced the piece of art with Inky's help. I believe it was that job that you did before you went on to the job for the ring.
Hmm. Yes, that's an interesting coincidence, given that that's also where the cage, where we believe that is.
Why would Cassius leave his sword in the map? Wouldn't he carry that around with him, or why not use a dagger or something?
Clearly, you have much to learn about the art of drama and theater.
Yeah, you're right.
He was a good leader, but even when he was at his best, he was also a bit extra.
Ah, it's a kid. How long does it take for one old man to make his way down a corridor? Come on. He's just
With
spinning the keys on his index finger.
with time passing, Numbers eventually enters in through the door, heads over to you, snatches the key from your
Mortar,
person.
yeah, I was going to say Mortar backs off to make sure that he gets into the point where that memory is, but allows Numbers to take the key.
Okay. He seems to purposefully move around it, suggesting that Numbers isn't the one that you're after. As
Okay, that's good
Numbers
to know.
snatches the key from you, You take 4 points of psychic damage as he interacts with you. And Numbers walks away, and as he gets to the door, you hear as the door locks behind Numbers, as he then proceeds back to where he came from.
Oh,
Ah.
fuck.
You might have
That's
just
really
soft-locked
good.
yourself. But don't worry, there are 2 elementals who can potentially help, who are out there.
Okay. Few things first. One,
Fuck.
I'm going to try and move into the spot.
Okay.
And see if it works.
As you
Yeah,
stand
we should have tried that first.
As you stand in the spot in this moment, you feel almost as if there's a warping in the air around you. Something feels wrong, something feels off. As the individual talks to you, it's kind of this muffled, as if talking through jelly in this moment. And as you're trying to make out what's being said, you feel yourself step back away from the spot. You take 8 points of psychic damage as you step away from this in this moment, kind of blinking away and realizing you are not the individual who is needed here.
Okay. Well, it was worth a try. It's probably
Yeah,
Cassius.
sure. Yeah, I think it's a safe assumption.
You know where he is. Found him in a room of gas.
So
That's
now
it.
we just got to get
Yeah,
him
we
in here.
couldn't figure out if there was anything interesting to do there, but we might have missed something.
We could steal his stuff
Yeah.
and drag him
Well,
in here.
I was gonna say, would it make sense for us to take the sword out of the map and see if that is what brings him here?
Worth a try. Just want to give the place a quick once-over, see if there's any other way out.
Yeah, all right. I will. I'll help with that for sure.
Okay. I would like you
And
both
if
to
there are
make investigation checks then, please.
Tools over here
Could
in
I give
particular, but
Vinny advantage?
The help action? Yeah, I'll allow that. And Vinny, don't forget
Thank
you
you, thank
still
you.
have your bardic inspiration from yourself earlier.
yes.
It's great to know that a ghost version of yourself gave you bardic inspiration.
Yes. Okay. With
Is there something like psychologically concerning about like I am my own inspiration, or is that like I can't tell whether that's incredibly arrogant or incredibly healthy.
I think it's a. I
Yes.
think it's a compliment. I think it's a complimentary thing. I think it's good.
I'm gonna go with like a fond memory of a song, maybe.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. It's like, oh yeah, I remember how to play that banger that I forgot how to play ages ago.
Okay.
right in investigation, and that's going to be a 22 total.
22. You look around the room for any other potential way out. You look through the books. All of the spines seem to have blurred titles, save for 1 or 2 which you remember reading, but you don't remember the contents necessarily. You look over bits of paper or pages. You look through the various supplies that are here. You look in the cabinet, and you can see kind of the some of the more nice-looking pieces that you stole, kind of keepsakes. Not worth anything by any accounts, and by no means useful. By no means they're useful, but they're pretty. You see the armor that's otherwise around the chamber. You see the weapons. You see the bow and arrows. As you're kind of looking about, you remember that there was one time that when Cassius was annoyed at a particular situation that took place, this was a number of years ago. Cassius was annoyed with something that took place, and Numbers locked him in here to cool off. When that happened, Numbers is the one who unlocked it, but Cassius then specifically requested to have his own key made. With that, you look about and you remember that he keeps it in the top drawer of one of the desks. And as you go over, you
Nice.
open it up, and there is a key there which will allow you to unlock the door that you just came through.
Hell yeah.
All right, I'm going to take that. Does that appear to attract the attention of the robed individual?
Nope, the individual seems to be just kind of contently standing there talking to the open air.
Cool, cool.
Right, who wants to go open the door and grab cases?
I mean,
we know how to get him here. Steal something of his, right?
yeah, something off of his person or something
Yeah,
taking a...
unless there's a specific thing he needs to be doing.
Ellie, do
I
you
mean, I
mind
think the
rolling
sword is...
me wisdom or dexterity saving throws for your two elementals, please?
I mean, I think the sword is probably the best shout, right? I mean, it's his, it's personal to him, and removing it, I don't know.
Dex saves.
Yeah, that was wisdom or dex, your choice.
Okay, well, oh, good lord. Terador got a 2 on wisdom, Roni got a 22 on dex.
Okay, so Roni takes no damage from this, as Roni manages to avoid this. As, I'll say, Vinny, you open the door. Whoever decides to go back through this chamber, or actually, I'll ask, who's going back to potentially get Cassius?
We need someone that can obviously use sleight of hand, what have you, because
So I can do that, but it's up to whoever.
All goes well. I was able to talk to Marla without triggering anything, although I will need...
I can go, because I probably should grab my
Now, this is
tools.
kind of weirdly enough. I'm going to throw my hat in the ring, because I do have advantage on sleight of hand checks.
Ah, yes, the
That's awesome.
underused skill of Romulus. I can steal things.
I would love to see this, actually.
I am actually pretty good at that. Also, what was the bardic inspiration that everyone got, right?
It was
No.
just Vinny, Carvern, and Mortar, because they heard other Vinny playing.
Ah, understood.
But the strings on his lute have
Right.
now been cut, so he has no way of playing anymore.
Beautiful. Okay, sorry, just double checking in case you're right. The
that's
typing
right.
happened. I was wondering whether I could tank some damage in order to do some fun stuff. Anyway, right. I would suggest that as I am able to guarantee at least a pretty solid average, I might be of use. However, I am rather obtrusive.
Keep in mind, this is a general note. You can the NPCs don't notice you. Like, they're completely oblivious to your presence unless you fail the check to be noticed. So if you succeed on your sleight of hand, they won't know you're there until a set timer has gone off on my side.
Excellent.
Which in this case is me rolling a d12 and then counting down.
In that case, yeah, I'm gonna just straight up go. I am actually
Vinny,
very good at doing a decent average. As long as this isn't like a super difficult check, I can probably do it.
Numbers
Hell
was
yeah.
the perceptive one. Cassius is more of the intelligent one, less of the perception. Is what you would know in this case.
Okay.
The exception seems to be me noticing myself, so if you're coming with, I will probably just hide behind you, if that's okay.
Keep in mind they can't see him.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
As funny as it would be to have you hide behind Romulus and then them notice you anyway because Romulus isn't there for them. Yeah. Just thought I'd point that out before potential bad things happen.
My question is it explicitly like I am not there for them, i.e. transparent, like invisibility, or is it more of like a
it's
don't
transparency.
notice me feel?
It seems to be more of just a general transparency that you just don't exist for them, so they can see through you like you're not there.
Intriguing. God, I want to look into the mechanics of that, because that's a really interesting way for it to work. Because it's not that they don't notice me because I'm not supposed to be there, it's that for their perception, my physical form doesn't exist. However, things that are kind of supposed to be there, quotation marks with Vinny, are still present behind me, which means that theoretically they could... Yeah, it's very confusing. Anyway,
Yeah.
point being, let's focus on this.
Yes, I
You
will
can't
unlock
hide
it.
behind me, but you could maybe hide behind something else. Is there a spare robe in a wardrobe or anything around here?
There are 3 suits of armor in here. There's also the wardrobes which might have clothing in. You also know that there are bath towels in the bathroom.
I'm gonna go get some bath towels and just drape Vinny in bath towels.
You want to go to the bathroom and get bath towels?
Come on, Vinny, would you let me do this?
Go for it. Just don't forget to knock.
I
Was
thought
that-
you
was
just
that a
about to
bit
kick
where I
the
actually
door
have to
down.
knock?
I'm gonna trust in
What was that? Sorry, Harlan?
Pardon?
Was that a bit, or do I actually have to knock?
Oh, you do. It's trapped.
Okay, I knock.
Okay. There is no response, and you enter. You retrieve some bath towels fairly easily. You go back over and you place them on Vinny. Go ahead and roll me.
I'm going to be basing this on the wraps I did during that I made use of during the desert journey, and in my backstory.
Yeah, you know what? I'll say that's fine. I will say, Vinny, go ahead and. How do I want to do this? Go ahead and roll me a d20.
Yeah,
We're going to treat this
I
as
don't
a
know if it's
portent
gonna
roll.
work, but
Okay. Just a regular d20.
Yep. Okay, 12.
That's a 12.
So, at any point while you are covered in these bath towels, you have a 1 use of that 12 result. On any check that would relevantly apply from the bath towels.
hell yeah.
Sweet.
All right.
Hey, it's above average. You always take above average.
I'm not going to turn down a bathrobe bonus.
Anyway, right. See, if nothing, I'll be honest. Part of this is just Harlan wanting to get some knowledge of how this works, because it is highly intriguing to me on like a thought experiment sort of scale. So anyhow, right, shall we go and pick a pocket?
Vinny is going to look over at the sword stabbed in the map, realizing that messing around with that is probably overcomplicating things, and then take it anyway.
Okay. You go to reach for the sword. You grab the sword and then you pull and your hand just slides straight off the hilt and you're like, what? And as you go to grab it again, you realize that your memory seems to have this sword as it is a physical object, but you cannot interact with it currently. A thought bubble appears above your head. Hint, this is the way to leave the level.
Okay, this is a load-bearing part of the scene then. Cool.
Yes.
Cool. Let's go.
The loading screen starts here.
Romulus and Vinny, the thief boys.
Yep. So, the two of you begin to head through. I'll say you make it to here before you notice what has been happening. Ellie, or rather, to Romulus and Vinny, you step into the chamber and you notice that Terador has been taking damage for the target dummy because he felt sad for it.
No. Oh
What the fuck?
no.
Terador takes 14 points of psychic damage and then realizes he's being stupid, and then he goes back to when you two appear and realizes he should behave. As he was cut off from Ellie for a significant amount of time and started feeling sad for it.
Oh.
Meanwhile, Roni managed to avoid somebody walking into him.
Okay. Sweet.
Now look, you brought them in here. They've got to do something.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That is fair. I don't really have any other rooms to put them in, so that's
No, it's going to be
That's
great
fine.
when you got to try and get them into this room so they can leave.
Yeah, in fact, I may just follow these. No. No, I'm not gonna.
No?
I was like, oh, I could grab them now, and I'm like, yeah, no, that makes this room significantly smaller.
That's fair. Okay. Vinny, go ahead and make me a stealth check if you're trying to move stealthily, or a perform check if you want to look like an animated pile of towels.
As funny as that would be, it's going to be stealth.
Okay, go ahead. And you can use the 12 if you should wish. You can decide it after
Okay.
you've rolled, notably, because of the
Cool.
way Portent, I believe Portent works. Well,
Oh yeah, I'm going to be using that.
that's a 12. It looks like a natural one, but that's a 12. Plus what for your stealth check?
+7, so it's a 19.
19, okay. None of the individuals notice the animated portion of bath towels moving across the room as you reach the entrance to the workshop.
All laughed at my bath towel plan, but now who's laughing?
The audience, because it was actually quite fun.
Hey man, when it works, it works.
Yeah, well, yeah.
If it's a stupid plan and it works, it's not a stupid plan.
Okay.
Exactly.
So you going into the workshop?
Oh,
Yeah.
me, yes.
Yeah? Okay.
Apologies.
Yeah.
Okay. Stepping inside the workshop, I would like both of you to make me Constitution saving throws, please. Romulus, you get to make it with advantage because you have already had this happen to you once already.
Oh yeah. God damn it.
Does a 25 work?
Yeah, you're fine. The DC 17, you'll just take half damage. So you will take 3 points of
really
acid
upsetting.
damage. And Vinny?
Does his
That's
bath towel
fail.
help?
No, the bath towels don't help. What did you get, sorry?
It's a 7.
Okay. You take 7 points of acid damage. As a puff of what looks to be some form of alchemical ingredients just shoots off towards the door, and as otherwise hits both of you. Vinny, you are blinded for 1 round as you kind of begin to wipe your eyes, and you can feel the burning just on the edges there, like you've got soap in your eyes and it hurts.
All right, Vinny, what do I need to steal?
The others already took a look around, so I don't think there's anything we're going to learn here. So just I guess just grab something he would follow and then run.
Okay, what's Cassius working with at the moment? Like, or something that seems to be of importance to him?
He has alchemical ingredients before him, what looks to be a mortar and pestle, a mug to one side, papers, an ink pot and quill, what looks to be various alchemical apparatus, as well as a large abundance of different ingredients. There are a lot of little things you can quite easily pick up and leave with that would be stealthy enough, but would still attract the eventual attention of the memory of Cassius.
Okay, could I do an insight check to see what would get us the most, not quite immediate, but within a reasonable amount of time sort of thing? Because I want time to get where we need to go.
Okay. The most inconvenient thing, which would be noticed only a little bit afterwards, would probably be the quill, because he'd reach to grab it and be like, where did it go? And then NPC actions would kick in and he'd go searching for you.
Okay.
I'm getting real Skyrim.
I guess I'm going for the. I guess I'm going.
What do you mean?
I guess I'm. Let me gaze. Somebody stole your sweet road. Right.
Put a pot over his head to it.
Would that work, Chris?
What, stealing a sweet roll?
I was going to say putting the bucket on his head, but sure.
If you can find a
Pot
bucket.
over his head, steal all of his wares, and then give them back.
I didn't put any buckets on this map, I don't think. There's pots in the kitchen.
I was going to say, it was either that or like one of the open crates.
Yeah. Just pop that on his head. Okay. So you go over and
Anyway.
your sleight of handing to steal the quill. So go ahead and make me that sleight of hand roll, then,
Wow.
please. Versus Cassius, you just need to make a 14.
17.
Still good. Okay. You
Well,
steal
plus 2, so 19.
Okay. You have 9 rounds until he notices. That's a high d12 roll. So you have plenty of time to get back.
I'm gonna go back and I'm just like ushering Vinny. Go, 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 go.
Okay. I'm
Okay.
gonna, assuming my blindness, I'm gonna move out. Assuming my blindness has
Yep.
disappeared. I'm gonna move out and make sure that try and see if the other me is watching.
Currently, the other me is leaning against the pole or the main post in here and seems to be waiting for food to be ready. Notably, you can smell it at this point. Both of you can. And the stew, strangely enough, smells like toffee and sponge cake.
Sweet.
Huh.
Stew
Someone's
smells like
really
coffee.
fucked up a stew recipe.
Yeah. Or like it's
I mean,
just
isn't
nice,
scent meant to be like
a really
one of the
powerful
strongest senses when it comes to memory?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Or is that just one of
Maybe-
those psychological lies, myths that are well spread?
I don't know.
I
I
feel
don't
like it could
remember
be.
smells.
Smell memory. I mean, you got muscle memory, smell memory. Could
Look,
be.
Vinny's been home recently. That's biasing his memory.
Well, that is what you
True.
smell. It seems that the stew is nearly ready, which may attract the attention of the nearby NPCs if you want to wait for that.
That'd probably be a good idea, but no. Let's go.
Okay.
Just make sure the thing with cases isn't going to be a problem.
Okay. Make me a stealth check then, please.
Oh boy, me too? Or no, they can't see
No,
me,
they
I'm
can't
good.
see you. They don't care about you. That sounded meaner than I meant it to be. They don't notice you.
No, it's...
I'm sorry. No. I'm sorry. They don't give a shit about you.
Oh no, I didn't mean it like that. What I mean is, it doesn't matter to them if you live or die. You pathetic fuck.
Romulus, disconnect from
Oh
the
no,
server.
that's not what I meant. I just
Disconnect
meant
from the server,
they
Romulus.
you. You're not worth their attention. Useless.
Vinny, what did you get on
Anyway,
your stealth roll?
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
It was
I
a 14,
stumbled on my...
which is not
14?
great, but I believe that beats my old passive perception.
Yes, that's enough to beat your old passive perception, but that is enough for Marla to notice you. Marla is confused, as there are 2 Vinnies in the current room. As she looks at old Vinny, then looks at new Vinny, currently hiding in towels, she will make an attack roll. What is your current AC?
Bummers.
I mean, towel bonus.
Current AC is 19.
19. That is a 19 on the die. She takes the shot. You take 5 points of piercing damage. And then separately, because the NPC interacted with you, 2 points of psychic. Go
on. If I make that not happen, is that interacting, or is
yes, that would be. So then you would take psychic damage as well.
Or,
Same thing happened to Kirv earlier where she tried to intercept. So if you were to, for example, do Cloud Rune, Marla has still attempted to interact with
Runic Shield.
Vinny. Runic Shield, then you just take psychic damage, and then there's the potential Vinny doesn't take the piercing damage. You'd still take the 2 psychic damage, though.
Okay.
So it's a matter of whether you want to undo the 5 psychic damage for you to potentially take 1d6 psychic damage.
I mean, it's up to you, Vinny.
I can take it. I'm doing okay, but
okay. I'll hold off for the moment.
Okay.
we continue.
Okay, you
Yeah.
continue. Okay. As you make it to this point in the hallway, you hear the sound of a spoon being hit against a pot, which radiates throughout the entire area. And at this point, NPCs begin converging on the main hall, with the exception of the robed figure. So, at this moment, Ellie, were you going to go get Terador and Roni, or were you going to wait until Casey's stuff had been resolved?
I don't know, because to bring them in here means we're going to be very cramped and very easily probably get walked into.
Okay. So.
But I also feel that we need them in here for completion, so. What do you guys think? Should I go get them, or should I leave them where they are for a minute?
It's probably, if it's going to be finicky to move them, it's probably best doing that now rather than.
Okay. I'm going to run off, go collect them, enlarge, reduce again. My lord.
Go ahead and roll.
Expensive quick.
You're the one who wanted to bring him out early.
Oh!
Wild magic goes off. So you get your Tides of Chaos back.
That's something, isn't it?
Go ahead and roll me that D100.
Tactical nuke.
This is Enlarge Reduce, which is 2nd level.
Yeah.
And are you currently below half?
I am on 43 out of 76
No.
minus the second, so 40.
Okay.
No,
And is this
I'm
accounting
fine.
for the split rune as well?
Oh, bugger. Well, I mean, that's still only like a 2, so I'm still above. Runes 2. Yeah, okay. So I'm on 38, so we're still 4,038. 38.
That'd be a lot.
Yeah,
Okay.
38. We're still above.
And what was your D100 roll?
My D100 was 53.
53.
So I'm not about to blow everything up. We're all good there.
Roll these dice.
What, the D6 is?
Yep.
I turned into a potted plant.
No.
I turned into a sheep.
Okay. So, for another 18 days, Ellie is now cumulative immune to the effects of alcohol for 37 days now.
Fucking
great.
hell.
It went up from 19.
Again?
Yeah. So she's immune to alcohol for even longer now.
That's incredible.
So, Chris,
I'm
what
not
happened to
gonna
your
be able
wild
to do
mage?
this
Well,
anymore.
for the duration of the entire campaign, they were immune to the effects of alcohol. Oh, that must have sucked for them. Oh, they were 12. They don't know what alcohol is anyway.
No, Bo tried. She was like, "Oh, it's disgusting. Give me fruit juice."
Whiskey's
thing
just
is,
less
though,
sugary juice.
Okay, hear me out here. What if we set up Ellie in a drinking competition with a load of dwarves?
We have
First off,
Oh.
I doubt they would allow it due to age restrictions. But, you know, as wild magic later on, you can go fishing for this result just to try and make it so you can cheat on drinking contests in the future if you want to.
I mean, can't you? You gotta have competition with your siblings to get the things, right?
Correct.
Oh, no. That's
that's
so good. I love it. Oh, no. I'm going to have to keep that in mind.
We might have to do that.
That's
We
that
might have
is.
to do that.
Yeah.
You know what? That is perfect. I am going to. You know what? Gaming
There you
system
go.
for that works wonderfully. The only difficulty there will be finding them, but you know what? You found a way to win. So, actually, no, they have to find you because the defendant gets to choose the challenge. So,
Correct.
okay. So you use your enlarge reduce, move back in here. As you are moving Terador and Roni during this time, I'll just leave them off here for now so they're not in the way because it's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
As you move back into the room to begin to cast enlarge reduce, you note Cassius is carrying 2 bowls and begins to walk towards you. Moves past you as you have plenty of time to move out of the way as Cassius moves into this chamber, followed by Ellie, Terador, and Roni. As Cassius puts one bowl down on the table, he puts another one in front of himself, another one, and you watch as a conversation between them begins to take place. As this happens, the sword in the center of the table begins to glow a bright blue. The conversation, as it begins to unfold, is muffled and not known about. It seems that this is not necessarily a memory for Vinny, but more of a speculation on what happened, but was still knowledgeable and knew that this was happening when it was happening. So, as you note that the sword begins to glow blue, one of you steps up to it, I imagine, and you proceed.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
Vinny will, after establishing that he definitely can't make out any of this conversation.
Yeah, there's no conversation to be made out. And as you attempt to lip read Ellie, you note that Casey's lips are more of just a blur, and he's just saying blah blah blah, blah blah blah, blah 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 blah.
A man of wisdom. How the
Indeed.
hell did he manage to negotiate with the Herald of Husk?
Who knows? As Vinny places his hand on the sword, you all feel the energy from it, and these thin silver tethers tie themselves to all of you, and you are pulled towards the sword in this moment as you are pulled into it. As we now leave this vision or memory and move on to whatever comes next. We're going to have a quick break there, as it is just past our when we would usually have a break. So for those in the stream, don't go anywhere, we'll be back soon. And ads are about to run, so this works perfectly. Okay. Be back in a mo.
Boy.
Well, at least now we know we've got to do what we've got to do with the memories.
Yeah, that's
Make them run right.
We've got to complete them to move on.
Now,
Complete
hear me
the
out
memory.
here. What if we just killed everyone in the memory? I'm sure that would be fine for
Hey.
Vinny's brain.
You never tried it. Alright, I'm going to be right back. I need to go and grab some
I've
more
considered
water.
it, but I'm on my best behavior, so.
That's fair.
How nice of you.
But yeah, we'll be
I
back
know,
soon.
I know.
Or
Okay.
I will be back in a moment.
Yes, BRB.
Oh, well, I mean, we made it through the first hurdle. I mean, like,
How many more are there? One or two? One or two?
again, I've lost 10 hit points. Pterodor's lost 23?
So overall, we're not doing too bad, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, honestly. But I'm gonna, depending on the size of the room and the doorways and stuff, I am gonna increase my longevity, because I don't want to be taking too much damage in here. Percentile wise, it's quite high on my behalf.
I'm not gonna lie, I really want to get into a fight, but I very much doubt that's gonna happen this session.
Well, we have no idea what the next thing is.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, if we're going in chronological order, then we'll probably pick up with maybe seeing what happened to Vinny after the either after or during the massacre thing where he killed everybody.
Yeah, was this before
Would've
or
thought.
after the ring? Do you remember? Chris did say, but I can't remember what he said.
I think they had already gotten the ring at this point. Chris mentioned
yeah,
that they
'cause
had already
I'm back.
done the ring thing, and now they're after the soul cage, or they're after the cage now.
So, yeah, this is probably where it's going to start going south. So we might end up having to fight at some point soon.
I really want to find something.
Oh, you might get too
My
soon.
My monkey brain is simple. I want to fight.
Monkey brain want to shoot gun. Bang bang.
Let me fight. Do not hold this from me.
Okay. Who is here currently?
I have
Me.
returned.
Hey. I never left.
I am also here.
I am always here.
Okay, so just waiting on Simon to get back.
That's a lie.
That's a lie.
It's a lie.
Mentally, I am
Jamie,
always
shut up.
here. Mentally, I am always playing D&D.
I am always hoping
Morning,
for
noon,
D&D.
and night.
It's the thing that gets me through my week, D&D.
It's sad that that's actually my mentality. It's
Yeah,
like,
mine too.
yay, this is something
it
I
gets-
really look forward to.
It gets to like Thursday, and I'm like, 2 more shifts, and I've got D&D.
Dude,
Aw.
legit, honestly.
And then it get cancelled, and I'm like, fuck my life.
Ah.
No D&D.
Then you're actively like, okay, who am I hunting down to ask why the fuck did you cancel D&D?
then
Mug 'em
then
in
I'm
an
normally
alley.
well normally I've got a bit of a mood on guy because I'm like, oh fuck, there's no D&D, and then Ryan picks up on it and goes, well, do you want to work? And I'm like, fine.
It's like, I would rather work, so do something productive with my time.
I might as well do that. Life is over. It's ruined.
So, oh my word.
I've got some matcha ice cream and it is delicious.
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
Actually, that's a shout. I'm gonna go check to see if I have any ice cream downstairs. Be right back.
Ash cream?
Oh, ice cream. I was like, did you just say yes, queen?
Yes, queen.
Now, see,
Yes.
I thought he said ice cream, which is a very
Ah.
different thing.
Ice cream. No, I said ice cream. They say you hear what you want to hear.
I did want that to hear Dan saying yes, queen.
And
Mhm.
apparently...
No, go ahead, Dan.
yeah, you know what, fuck it, I'm already here, aren't I? Yeah, and apparently Harlan has got a bit of ass cream on the brain. Just a touch
That
of
was
the
a
old
hell of a
ass
thing to
cream.
come back to.
Oh, well,
There it is. Uh,
ain't nothing like a little ass cream to get you through the day.
I,
Today's episode sponsored by ice cream.
Sudocrem for all your needs. All of them.
Every single need.
Is your boss at work pissing you off? Ice cream is the solution.
Well, I
Is your
guess
boss at work a real pain in the ass? Mortar says, try Operation H.
My name is Mortar, and I approve this message.
Oh my god.
Just to check, do we have enough knowledge of what that is over here, or does that make no sense to anyone?
I
No.
was politely remaining silent as I did not understand the joke.
No, neither did I.
Okay,
It's
so
got
basically, I was making
Yeah.
I was making a slightly subverted joke about Preparation H, which is a
Mhm.
hemorrhoid cream.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Oh, I don't have
Yeah.
that problem.
No,
Yeah,
me either.
no, I was going to say, I'm with you, but I also
Good
do
luck-
not
good
suffer
luck,
from
Harlan.
that particular problem, thankfully.
I also don't work with people that have that problem.
I
Ah,
work with... I've seen many an ass deformity in my time. That is probably my favorite.
weirdly enough, I only know about it because it's a joke in one of the Austin Powers movies.
Oh, I love
my
love
gosh.
Austin Powers, brother. I
Mhm.
love those movies. They're so stupid.
Yes, it's one of those ones where it is deeply offensive, but at the same time,
Yeah,
weirdly,
it's
it
so
hasn't.
funny.
Unlike most things, it hasn't gotten more offensive with time. It's just stayed the same amount, and I kind of
Yeah, I was
respect.
going to say, it's kind of consistently offensive throughout time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm back.
Yeah.
How have we got to Vinny now?
We do indeed, yes.
Woo! Alright. No ice cream, by the way, for those of you who were wondering if I
Aw.
found any. No. Thought I made myself
Oh,
a
you
hot
didn't
drink
bring us
instead.
any ice cream? No.
No.
And what's even the point of going on?
Hey.
Because I know that there's some at Rains.
Ice cream in the future.
Exactly.
He just leaves all his shit in my freezer.
That doesn't
Oh,
surprise
don't
me.
freeze shit, man. That's
That
weird.
doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, look, the Korean crispy fried chicken will be nice, okay?
True, but you like mint chocolate chip, bro. I hate that you've made me put mint chocolate chip ice cream
Here's
in my
the thing.
Whoa,
If I
whoa!
had a
Mint chocolate chip is good.
If I had a
Nah.
choice, it would be something else, like cookie dough. But there's no plant-based cookie dough from work, because the nearest place I'd have to get it would be from Fairham.
So I'm gonna say
Hey.
I'm gonna say it. So you can choose one of many different types of like flavors of ice cream. There's so many flavors of ice cream, and who goes? I want chocolatey toothpaste.
Me.
Oh damn, Rain has been saving this up for years. This has been on the
Okay,
back
look.
foot for years.
For so long, I have been the lone person with sense in the entire world, and finally, I have found someone with a correct opinion about
Oh my word.
mint chocolate ice cream.
Oh my
Jesus
fucking
Christ,
word.
I'm
it is
here.
so
I'm
terrible.
here. I'm so glad I
Of course it
found
would be
you.
you. Of course it would be you.
Yes, the
Well,
only person with any taste here
Thank you.
is
As-
Thank you.
myself and
Apparently.
Ray.
as all of you are pulled into the sword, you all taste minty chocolate ice cream,
Fuck you.
and
Fuck
you will enjoy it.
That we're gonna die.
Disgusting. I can't believe you do this.
I feel violated.
I'm rolling con.
Oh my word.
What'd you get?
Thankfully, Kirv is immune to poison.
Why did you roll?
Here's the thing. You don't have your
Traumatic
belt of
effect.
dwarven strength. So you don't.
Oh yeah.
Because you don't have it on.
16.
Oh, that's a shame. Tastes good for some reason.
Fuck off. Kirv would never say
Yeah.
that. Out of character. OOC.
That's fair. Anyway, so as you're all pulled into the sword in this moment, you feel there's almost this sense of weightlessness. As Ellie, you see what looks to be the writings of some form of script. And as you look at it, you recognize this is your spell. It's connecting you from your current area to your next destination, and you can see what looks to be this almost shimmering silver portal in the distance of where you need to get to. It is at that moment you hear and feel the presence of something large move past in this moment.
Granada Bouchelet?
So, you have what looks to be a length of this shimmering golden script and a silver portal in the distance. And it seems that the large brainworm, or should I say titanic brainworm, is somewhere nearby. Should you make too much noise or fail too many checks, you will be caught. You're now going to move to a group skill check. What would you like to do?
That is a
Right.
conundrum.
Can I cry intelligently?
Yes, go ahead and make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
No. Intelligently.
No.
Can I assess? Is there anywhere on this thread that would probably be a stronger part to follow? Like, is it like the center, or are there like stronger?
It seems to be just like a. It seems to be almost just like a bridge. It's just a straight shot to where you need to go.
Look, I'm trying to do something for a skill check, okay? Let me have something. People that can move, you have acrobatics and stuff. I'll let you go. I'm out.
Go on, Vinny. Show us how it's done.
So what is around us here, other than the...
It seems to be empty space from what you can see. Where previously, when you had been in this space, you felt like you were weightless and you could float. It seems that whatever this spell is that Kat or Ellie has cast is anchoring you to it. It seems like this is just a straight shot bridge that leads to the next destination. You could probably sprint it quite happily. And given your roguish nature, you could do so. There would be an athletics or acrobatics check. But it might draw the ire of the creature to the rest of your companions. And at that point, we'll start moving into more of a combat sequence.
He said combat.
It seems like this isn't, as a note, this won't be a two-sided combat. This is not the destination where you're supposed to be to kill the worm. Which means that it'll be immune to all damage while you are in this space.
Ow!
So yes, there'll be combat, but it'll be me making attacks against you. So as it stands, the creature hasn't noticed that you're here, but it seems to be actively patrolling the spell.
Right, so we need to stealth it out until we're in the right position to murder that fucking worm.
Stealth, deceive, cast spells, whatever you want to do.
I'd like to go stealth mode.
Okay. So, those of you
I
who would
don't
like to
have
join
spells.
Romulus in going stealthy, go ahead and roll me a stealth check, please.
Is it particularly dark around here?
There is no sense of light or dark in this space. Everyone can see equally. It's more of a liminal pressure. So we're not looking at any light or dark stuff. So no lack of proficiency, but no expertise.
Okay, alright then. I will go stealth as well.
Yeah, I just the thing is, none of my options are good, but like stealth is my least bad option.
Could always run with athletics.
Somehow I don't. Oh, if I can run with athletics, absolutely.
Yeah, it will just let
can choose
the creature know, or let the worm know that your party is present. So you'll need to let the stealthy people go first, and then the people who want to run go after.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. Like, there's no way I'm making a decent stealth check.
Okay.
Yeah, I might hang back as well. I also can,
Whoa.
if people are stealthing and struggling with it, I can potentially do something to draw the ire away from them, and then the two of us sprint.
Am I able to use thaumaturgy to make us quieter?
Thaumaturgy,
Ooh.
unfortunately, only makes you louder.
Fuck. Okay. Fair.
What
Would
if
you,
you
like,
make
throw the noise in
what if
another
you make a
direction?
noise really far away that's really loud?
Yeah, I was...
A distracting noise.
Mm.
It's just the reverberating fart sound in the distance. I need that on my soundboard.
The worm just starts
I mean,
giggling. It's
such
just
as
like,
a rumble of thunder. I mean,
or a rumbly tumbly.
So, should we let people who want to do stealth go first, and then I can make a distraction that hopefully lets us runners get to have at least a little bit of a head start.
Yeah,
Unless someone's got a better plan.
I got nothing.
It sounds like a solid plan.
Okay. So, Mortar has already rolled stealth. Anybody else going with?
Are my elementals rolling individually or
Yes, they
part
are.
of me? Okay, Roni will also go because he's got +5 dex.
Okay. Brony is rolling with disadvantage as he is a thunder elemental.
I redact the statement.
Just reminding you, he has an ability called Screaming Jets. So, I will remind you, he is loud.
Jump jets! Jump jets!
It's so fucking sticky.
But it,
Oh, that's fair. All right, yeah, no, that's fair. I will
Okay,
Lightning.
so Mortar, you are going on your own. What is your total?
Oh, okay. Like Mortar's like, okay, guys, ready, set, go. And next thing he knows, he's on his own.
Actually, let me check.
Aw.
Let me check Carvern actually, because I forgot Carvern needs to do this as well. Carvern is equally good at athletics and stealth, so both are just as bad.
Oh.
But
Well,
Carvern
can she
can
do
also
anything to get-
rage, so she can gain advantage.
Mm.
So she will go with athletics.
Guys!
That being the case, then I might also go with stealth.
Oh, thank God. I was so scared.
Just Mortar stops partway on the bridge, just goes, guys, and just echoes outwards.
Giant worm.
Okay, so go ahead and roll stealth then, please, Vinny.
I wonder how many of these bridges we're going to have to deal with.
Okay. Mortar, what did you get?
27.
Success.
Oh shit! I've realised I'm normal, aren't I? I've not got any of my usual athletics increasing fuckery.
Well, you can use your you can use rage or enlarge or your giant's might.
Yeah, you know, if I'm running anyway, then there's no issue with it, using enlarge. It'll also increase my gait, so that
That's
might
okay. So
improve.
just let the dice drop. We won't count it as a roll. Just
Yeah,
as
I'm doing the double sprint
Yeah.
because I
We'll
might
see-
as well.
well, we'll see how the
Oh,
stealth goes
perfect.
first. So, Vinny, what did you get on your stealth?
Just as a reminder, how much did we? Was it just hit points that we got back
Yeah.
as a result of coming into?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah,
It-
that's right.
Uh,
We didn't get spells back.
yeah, it was hit points. I'm trying to remember. Oh, now I'm trying to remember what.
I believe it was
Hold
only
on.
hit points.
Easiest way to check. Did Romulus get his giant's mites back? No, he didn't, because he used one. I had him use one last time to get his blade, and he used one during the encounter before that. So no, it's just hit points
Yep.
that you got back.
Okay. Cool. So I had that done right then. Okay, that's a 10 then.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
As you begin to otherwise sneak across this bridge as best you can, there's a shift nearby from this, and almost this wave, like not quite of water, but of seemingly just some kind of almost, best way I could describe it would be spinal fluid. Almost this brain matter pushes past you in this moment, and as you do this, go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Is that me as well, or
No.
just Vinny?
No, this would just be Vinny.
Okay.
So in this moment, as you're stealthing, you manage to get a decent ways up before this wave otherwise washes over and happens to catch Vinny in this moment. As Vinny,
There we go.
natural 20, you grab onto the spell in this moment, and you find that it is where you can walk on it and completely ignore the holes of the script on the top. You can still grab it and use it like it were a rope. So it's not just this smooth edge to it. And as you reach out and willfully grab onto the spell, you pull yourself back up. There's a gasp from the rest of your companions. I would like the rest of you to all make me your choice of intelligence, wisdom, or charisma saving throws, please, with the exception of Roni and Terador, who don't react to this.
Me included?
Nope, because you're on the bridge.
Oh, banging.
Do I get the +6 to this?
Mm-hmm. As would you, Romulus.
I've got plus 17. 21.
Oh my word.
Okay, what am I rolling again?
Intelligence, wisdom, or charisma saving throw with a bonus +6 from Aura of Protection.
Just having a quick double check to see which is my best one.
Yes.
It's gonna be wisdom, I guess.
Dirty 20.
Okay.
Nice.
That is unfortunately a 17.
17. Okay.
So
With
was it +6 or +7?
+6. Okay.
17.
So, Ellie, you rolled a...
I've got 21.
what type of save, sorry?
Off intelligence.
Intelligence, okay. In this moment, you note that Vinny catches hold of this, and with your intelligence, you manage to prevent the spell from decomposing slightly under the nature of what is happening. As this takes place, you focus and you can feel that the spell is straining slightly. If another wave or two like that were to happen, the bridge would break, and any of you on it would be caught as it collapses. Doesn't matter how close you would be to the portal. So with that intelligence save, you recognize that as something to worry about. What did you roll, Kirv?
Dirty 20 on charisma.
On charisma. In this moment, you feel the presence underneath the bridge itself. You can feel the consciousness that almost lingers down there. And as you watch as the massive form moves past, easily the equivalent of several 100 feet in length, shifting and moving past, you are microscopic compared to its full size in this space, as it seems to be huge. As you note this, you prevent yourself from getting too afraid or psyched out by it in this moment, but you note that if you are to fall, you would probably be able to float or fly again, due to the nature of it's moving through something. So falling off isn't the end. It's potentially a faster way to get to the other side. But it's also far more noticeable for the creature. That is what your charisma save gets you. Romulus, you rolled wisdom.
I did.
Unfortunately, a
That one
17
break.
is a fail.
Ooh.
As in this moment you see...
I use Indomitable.
Then go ahead and re-roll.
I forgot I had that.
Then go ahead and use it.
Let me just double check what it says.
I believe it's if you...
I reroll a saving throw that I fail.
Yeah, and if this is still a fail because we're ruling with the better version of the rules, which me and Vinny have discussed, unless this is a success, you do not lose that charge of Indomitable.
It's an 18.
That, unfortunately, is still a fail, as the DC was 20.
It's inspiration.
Go ahead. You won't get... Oh, you won't lose the Indomitable. Go ahead and use your inspiration.
Fuck's sake! What? God damn it!
How far away is
I'm out of
Romulus
bullshit.
from me?
I've run out of
Is
bullshit.
he beyond 30 feet?
In this space, I will say, do not worry about distance of spells or abilities. You can have them be as far as you want. As this is, as far as I'm concerned, this is more of a connective space, where, based on proportional size, you are the equivalent of several millimeters across right now, traveling through Vinny's brain in this moment.
Okay. In which case, then I will use Invigoration to give you a additional roll on the saving throw there.
Okay, go ahead and re-roll for the 4th time. You just need a 10. You can do it. It's a 50-50.
Come on! Come on!
Hey!
Yes!
It's an 11.
There we go.
As you...
Oh my word.
With the success on the wisdom
Yep.
saving throw, there is a
Fuck's sake.
moment where Romulus, your dad instinct kicks in and you go and you think, oh, I need to go and save Vinny, before you watch as he catches himself. You do not risk the jeopardy of letting the worm know that your party is here, as you don't rush forward to help Vinny in this moment. But as Vinny kind of climbs back on, you calm your breathing and you note that with that one step that you took, you can be quite loud when running over this. It sounds almost like running across almost corrugated iron. It is loud in that extent, and it will echo if any form of loud action is taken. Notably, this includes
Echo
various
chamber.
teleportation spells. This includes anything with a verbal somatic. That's what your wisdom save gets you. Any spell that has a verbal somatic that people use will alert the worm to your presence.
God.
So, with that,
Is required then.
Me and Pterodor are bloody heavy.
Yeah, I was about to say, so Ellie.
Well, here's the
basically.
thing. If you do a successful athletics check, you will be able to make it to the other side without any issue before the worm gets to act. Otherwise, we'll move to an initiative. But we'll get there when we get there. So, Vinny and Mortar, you have made it halfway across. Go ahead and make me another stealth check if you're going to move stealthily to the rest of the side, or if you're going to wait and run with the rest of your party.
I just give Vinny like a little thumbs up, like checking if he's all right.
Having pulled my way back on, I'll give a thumbs up back, and let's try and get out of the way here.
So with that, I think with my roll, I don't think I succeed.
Okay.
I think this is very bad.
Okay. And Vinny, go ahead and roll.
Okay. That's a 16 from me.
16. Okay. The both of you
Oh,
fail.
same.
Both of you need to make dexterity saving throws. It only counts as one fail overall, because both of you failed. But it also
I love
means
the
you don't
idea
make
that
any
I get-
progress.
I love the idea that Mortar gives Vinny a thumbs up checking if he's okay. They both give each other a thumbs up and simultaneously slip and just land face first.
I think in this moment, as the two of you, as you kind of give the thumbs up, Vinny climbs back on, and as you begin to take a step forward, there is almost this crunching sound and a crack as you watch as a split runs through the arcane seam below you, and you both need to make a dexterity saving throw to not fall straight through the bridge into the abyss below.
Oh, fucking hell.
Now, Ellie, what's your spell save DC?
Oh boy.
19.
Okay, you're trying to beat a 19 with your dex save.
Oh,
Okay.
So, what did you get, Mortar?
22.
Okay, you're good. Vinny?
24.
24. In this moment, as you watch as it cracks and splits, kind of lengthways through the bridge, not across to cause a sever or collapse, you both kind of step to one side. The crack continues and then stops without collapsing through. A potential difficulty for the rest of your group, but by no means a failure, as you have both avoided potential attention. You may continue to stealth, or you may attempt to run as a group. What would you like to try and do? You are still roughly halfway across the bridge.
So this is now the other group, yeah?
Oh no, this is you two still. You two are
Oh, this
roughly
is us two,
halfway across
sorry.
the bridge. It's now a matter of, do the rest of the party want to, or do you as a whole group, want to start making athletics checks to run? Or is the stealth group still going to continue going forward and wait, and the athletic group is going to wait?
I won't lie, my athletics is absolutely garbage. I would
Mine
much
is-
rather stealth.
mine is -1.
Yeah, mine's not that much better. I think mine's like a plus. I think that mine's a +1. I think.
Okay. We, I think, should try and continue with stealth. We've come this far.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, I
Do
agree.
you have anything else you can do, Jamie?
I don't know how this works. Chris,
Yes.
is there a component to me casting fly on me and my elementals?
Let me double check. As
The way
in,
it works.
like verbal somatic and that stuff, or
Yeah, I want to know what are the consequences, because I can cast fly on the three of us.
so fly uses the components verbal, somatic, and material. The material is overwritten because you have Psychania, but the moment you cast fly, the worm will be aware of your presence, and then everyone will roll initiative.
Okay, I think at that point, I will probably hang back and go last. Because I'll fly and then dash.
Okay.
With the elementals.
Okay.
I mean, I've got a -1 to athletics, which is not great. Pterodor's got a plus to athletics, but Roni also has a minus to athletics, so
Yeah. Okay. So with that being the case, stealth group, make me another stealth roll. Mortar and Vinny.
Come on. No, no, you fucking
Okay.
don't.
can I burn a Tides of Chaos to affect the bridge to give Mortar a reroll?
On the other
I
hand,
have
it's
an inspiration.
I was going to say, on the other hand, it's very poetic that both of them rolled natural ones at the same time. But we'll see what Vinny's reroll is first before we determine whether I will allow you to expend Tides of Chaos to help Mortar.
Can't believe
Because
that.
if this is still ends up being a fail,
Unreal.
then there's no point. Okay, so that will be a success from Vinny. So, I will allow you to expend your Tides of Chaos to assist Mortar in this moment. So, Mortar, you gain a reroll.
Yay!
As in this moment, Ellie, you kind of silently almost kneel down and place your hand on the spell, and a piece of it shoots forward silently through this bridge. And as Mortar is about to step kind of off the edge of it, where it begins to round out, you watch as he goes to step there. A little bit of bridge forms under his foot to try and catch him. Go ahead and reroll for me, Mortar.
God.
Dex. What was this? Sorry,
Stealth.
21.
21. And Vinny? Oh, yeah, you got an 18. Yeah, you're fine. But what is it anyway?
Flex.
Oh
Yeah.
my word.
Flex those high numbers.
25 total.
25, okay. As the two of you stealth, you make it to the portal on the other side, and you can feel it almost drawing and pulling you in. I will say that you do not have to go through, but at any point you can. I will allow you to do it, not necessarily as a reaction, but on your turn. This means that you can do it before the party make their athletics checks, or you can do it while they're making their athletics checks, and you'll get through fine. If you do it afterwards, you'll be at the whim of the initiative order.
So I think what Mortar wants to do is he wants to post up. So he's made it across with Vinny.
Mhm.
You got the portal behind them. Mortar is going to take a knee, change Black Scorpion into its sniper form. He doesn't know. He doesn't know if it will be any good, like against a creature of this size.
Mhm.
But just kind of having it there and being able to keep an eye out, it just gives him that little bit of comfort.
Yeah, that makes sense. And Vinny, do you think you'll be going straight through, or will you be waiting until potentially your party have acted?
I'm going to be waiting in case of absolute emergencies.
Hmm.
Like if we need to cast a very loud spell like Fly, I can stick around and give a bardic inspiration to use on the relevant initiative check.
Okay. With that in mind, I will ask those of you who are making athletics checks to roll them now.
Well, if I'm going to be doing the fly thing,
Yep.
because I'm not even trusting it, I can triple cast it. Roni
Oh,
can fly
damn.
anyway.
Yeah.
Who else has a bad athletics?
Yeah,
What's your athletics?
1.
Okay.
Okay, so if you're doing that curve, don't roll for any athletics because you'll be staying behind, and it will be under the once the spell is cast, we'll roll for initiative to see where you fall into it.
Okay.
Okay, Romulus, what did you get?
I got a measly 28.
Okay, you make it across the bridge in one hefty stride to make it to the other side. Are you hesitating or going straight through? I ask only because I assume you were using either a rage or a giant's might for advantage with this.
Oh,
I
sorry,
forgot to
I'm
double
wrong.
check.
It was a 30.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a 30.
Either way,
A measly 30.
a measly 30.
Measly.
But
Yes, I believe that brings me down to 2 giant's mites, yes?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so are you
Okay.
going through the portal so as to not interfere with the fly, or are you going to wait in case you are needed for help?
I think
Because you'll be
If
at the
I
whim
go
of the initiative
through-
order if you get stuck
Yeah.
behind. So it
'Cause
means that
if
if
I
everyone
go,
rolls
if
fly...
I go through,
Mhm.
if I go through, when other people come through, will it still be the turn that I went through? Like, is it like a dilated time inside this space?
It's...
Basically?
As much as it's an unknown, above board, it will be a matter of you'll be a 6-second round apart. So it's not like you're going to be in there for years and they're going to find old man Romulus.
Okay. No, I was mostly thinking like, if I go through now, do I maintain the length of the period of my enlarge reduce?
Oh, yeah, you would.
Okay. I'm gonna dive through because as much as I have theoretical stuff I could do, given the size difference, I just don't think runic shield's gonna work.
Okay. You begin to barrel through, and as kind of the heavy hoof falls hit the bridge, it reverberates and makes kind of this loud wave that otherwise almost invisibly shoots outwards, but you hear a low rumble nearby as you watch as almost this section of almost immaterial water begins to rise and move as the worm is beginning to come towards all of you. I would like everybody who is here, so not Romulus, to roll for initiative, please. Oh, I also need to roll for Carvern making her athletics check. Forgot about that.
Hi, have a beautiful time.
Okay, so Carvern doesn't make it all the way across the bridge. She is halfway across. That means the DC is lower for her on the second attempt.
Okay. Am I?
As you were potentially
Am I
going to be bardically inspiring, you can do that now.
Okay. Since multiple people are reliant on it, I will give that to Ellie to get fly up.
Okay.
Huge.
When I used it on initiative, I rolled a 1.
Oh no.
I am going to roll
Oh,
for the what?
it's just
I have rolled
the curse
for
of the one.
I need spirit back.
Mm-hmm.
Ay ay ay.
So
The curse of the ones.
that was a 1 on the initiative.
Yeah.
Kirv, what did you get?
7.
7.
Oh no.
What did you get, Mortar?
I got 17.
17. Okay.
Yeah. 12 plus 5.
And we'll get to Vinny in just a moment. I'll say in this
Is
moment,
there...
Vinny handed out the... I also need to roll for Carvern. Where did she come? It's a 9. Okay, she didn't do well either. Okay. So, I'll say, with the Bardic Inspiration being passed on to Ellie in this moment, are you using it for your initiative roll?
Oh, jeez.
Right now you're at -4 with a +3 to your initiative, so you're at a -1 total.
This much is true, but then on the other hand, if I need to make a save, fly is concentration.
Mm-hmm.
And if we lose concentration halfway across the bridge, that's going to be more detrimental than me rolling slower on initiative. I'm going to have to take it.
Okay.
I just for mechanical rights, I think that's probably the safer bet.
Okay. Okay. We'll quickly wait for Simon to get back.
Chris, we didn't
sorry,
add the
That's right.
we didn't add the new favor. I get level 13.
Oh, that's right. We'll do that after the session.
That's fine. I'm just trying to remind myself which one it was.
Yeah, that's right.
Initiative roll, you said?
Yes, please.
Okay.
So, Mortar got a 17, that is the highest. The rest of your party got sub 10.
Okay. That is an 18.
18,
Sorry.
okay. So, Vinny, you're going first. You see the wave begin to get closer. The worm otherwise beginning to move towards the bridge and all of you in haste. This creature spans the whole bridge. If it hits the bridge is gone. You don't know how long your party has to cross the bridge. Some of your players or some of the other party members may not get a turn. As it stands,
Okay.
you look at the situation and you know for certain the portal's right behind you. You can leave. The worm's going to hit the bridge one way or another. It's then up to how the other party members who are below in the initiative react, with making their various saves, how they might do. You can stick around if you want, but you might get caught in the crossfire. Would you like to leave, or would you like to do anything to try and help?
Ellie still has her bardic inspiration, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Which is a D what?
D8, I believe.
D8, yes.
Yeah, I kept it in case I need to make a con save for the fly.
Yeah, that's reasonable. Okay, I want to give another one to Carvern since she's not across yet.
Okay, yeah, she's halfway across the bridge. She's probably in one of the worst situations.
Yeah. I would like to do something else as well, but unfortunately there's not really a lot.
What is it you're trying to do?
Well, I'm giving a bardic inspiration to Carvern before I go, since that's something I can leave behind that would be...
Okay, what's required for you to do that?
Just a bonus action, and I need to yell, which isn't relevant anymore.
I can't really give you another bonus action. I can grant you an additional action, but that would require you to use a bonus action. Yeah, sorry, I can't help you with that, mate.
No, that's okay.
Cool.
Okay, I'll give that to Carvern.
Okay, so Carvern has a D8.
Yeah, and I'm going to attempt to cast Major Image
Okay.
using Songwriter, since I do have that.
Okay. What major image are you creating in this moment?
No idea if this creature in this context is susceptible to illusions or not, but it's worth a try. I'm going to try and cast an image of myself falling off and away from the bridge. Has a range of
Okay.
120 feet, so I'm hoping that I can try and bait it away to some extent.
Okay. Go ahead and make me a deception check, if you please. Let me quickly find out what you'd be rolling against. You are rolling against...
Not good.
So...
It's a 15.
This will be this versus... Okay, you know what? I will let you choose. Do you want this to be against insight or perception? I will tell you this now, as this is a 50-50. One is a success, one is a fail.
Okay. I'm going to go for insight.
Okay. As you create this major image, Vinny, otherwise falling from the bridge, you see the wave kind of coming towards the rest of your group. Mortar, it is your go. Actually, rather, Vinny, are you leaving? You don't know if this will work or not.
If I leave before...
The image will stay.
Okay. then yes, I will.
Okay. Vinny leaves the initiative order. Mortar, you're up next. Initiative
Okay.
17. You see this major image of Vinny appear and begin to fall off the edge. You can see that the wave is still coming towards your group, and the bridge is still there. If the worm's going to have a crash course, it might still have a crash course. You don't know if this is going to succeed or not, but it was an attempt to potentially draw the creature's attention. What would you like to do?
I think Mortar's priority is making sure everybody gets over safely. So, that wave is the direction from which the worm is coming. So there's no point in me
Correct.
trying to figure out exactly where the worm is, because we can see its collision course will be with us.
The worm is
potentially.
about 400 foot length and about 50 foot across. This thing can just
Right.
take out the bridge and all of you in one go if it's a direct hit.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. The only thing I was thinking of trying to do, this would be a really stupid idea because I don't think it would work, but I was potentially thinking of trying to cast Fear on the worm because it wouldn't be able to approach.
To give it a go.
So I think I'm going to do that. So
Okay.
I think Mortar, seeing just the enormity of the wave coming, he kind of changes his sniper back into Black Scorpion, puts it in the holster, and then just calls upon every kind of piece of just like every kind of terror that he's ever felt or ever inflicted. He just kind of accumulates into himself and then just unleashes it with a massive grin. Just those hollow eyes reappear as he just tries to invade this creature's mind with as much psychic barrage as he can. So that would be a Wisdom saving throw, DC 18.
Okay. It makes the save on an 18.
Okay.
As
Hmm.
you create this fear effect towards it, trying to conjure it, you watch as it hits the exterior of the worm itself. You get a sense that even if this creature wasn't immune to the frightened condition, it still would have made the save. Whether
At
that
least we know.
means it has a high wisdom save, whether it has some form of resistance against this, you're not sure. But the main thing to know is that by normal means, in its current state, it is immune to the frightened condition.
Amazing. Okay, that's useful information. In which case, then, I'm going to use, upon kind of realizing that, I was like, oh, fuck. Kind of realizing the Titanic-like nature of what's going on. He's going to use Adrenaline Surge to gain an additional action, and he's going to use the help action to help anybody who gets close, to help get them through the portal in case there is any stumbling or anything. He would like to hold his action to aid someone.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
holding
So he's
action
gonna-
to aid
that was
whoever
gonna
may
be-
get close.
Yes.
With that, we then move to the next one in the initiative. Carverne got a 9. The creature got a 12. As the worm moves towards the bridge in this moment, you watch as the collision course is destined to happen as it dives down towards the illusion of Vinny falling off the bridge and attempts to engulf him in this moment. As much as the creature hasn't destroyed the bridge, the wave is still coming and it is big. I would like everyone who's in this scene to go ahead and roll me a strength saving throw, please. Roni, Terador, Ellie, Kirv, Mortar, and Carverne.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh,
This is
God.
not good. This is not good at all.
Okay. Carverne has a plus. And Ellie, Terador, and Roni all have a +6 because of Kirv.
I don't think that's going to be enough.
Okay, that was a 13 for Carverne.
Roni has 24. Roni has.
Oh, she can use a Bardic Inspiration.
Oh, good shit.
For +5, that is an 18. That will just succeed.
Beautiful.
Yes.
27.
As that
Wait, what was
beats.
the
Okay.
what was the DC?
DC is 70.
5 plus 2.
Yeah.
16.
16. Oh no.
16 as well.
Oh no!
Yeah. That's... We're going out together.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
use
I
murder as a
got
surfboard. This is going to be sick.
24.
Okay.
Roni got 26.
Oh my word.
27. And I got and Terador got 15.
Okay. In this moment, I shouldn't have rolled for. Actually, no, because you wouldn't have it in this moment, Ellie. As the wave hits, you instinctively go to activate the rings that would hold person you in place, but they're not with you because half your
No, they're
body's
not.
missing, and you didn't get them. So you go to do that instinctively, and instead you hold on and you brace, and the wave otherwise hits, and you use Terador, and Terador shields you, jumping in the way, taking the hit before Terador is washed, pulled to one side, and is going to be pulled off of the bridge. Make me a dexterity saving throw for Terador, please. Additionally, Terador takes 7 points of bludgeoning damage as Terador is hit and pulled to one side. Carvern, there in the middle, goes prone, hooks her claws onto the edge of the bridge, and is beginning to be pulled by it and disappears into the water for all of you. Before standing back on the bridge, seemingly okay from the wave, but the bridge can only take one more wave. Even if the worm doesn't hit it, the water will. Mortar and Kirv, you both failed as well. I would like you to both make me dexterity saving throws to hold on to the bridge in this moment. What did Terador get?
All we asked for was a
9.
goddamn beach
9.
day.
Terador falls off the edge and begins to fall until Terador slows and floats about the equivalent of about 60 feet down. But
What was the save?
dexterity. So, Kirv, what did you get?
21.
21, that is enough. As you would be pulled off the edge, you hook your armor through, and with a kind of this barbed gauntlet, stab it through the bridge and hold on instead of being pulled off the edge. Mortar, what did you get?
16.
16. Getting ready to help someone in this moment, the wave hits, and as you go to grab onto the edge, you don't manage to grab onto any good part of the spell, and you slide and fall, floating and bobbing about 60 foot down.
Mortar kind of gets hit, just sideways slammed by this friggin' giant wave. Immediately tumbles and goes into a dive downwards to try and minimize the impact as much as possible.
Okay. As you begin to fall, you eventually just slow, as there is no impact of hitting anything. It's more just the suspension on almost like meeting a gravity well. You float to a medium level. You take 10 points of bludgeoning damage, and Kirv, you take 9 points of bludgeoning damage from the effect. But obviously, Kirv, you are still attached to the bridge. Carvern is going to stand and dash, and is going to run through the portal. With an athletics check of 21, Carvern is gone. The less people you have to worry about, especially for an NPC who frankly wouldn't be able to do anything anyway, is going to run through.
She's like, fuck this shit.
Yeah. Kirv, you're up next.
Yeah.
You are prone on the bridge, but you are on the bridge. You're on one end of it, granted. Ellie stands firm as you watched as Terador just kind of just fell off the edge, just plummeted to his near death. And Roni just flew up above the wave and then came back down.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
And the worm is very much aware of us.
Oh yeah, it seems to have been distracted by Vinny and is currently kind of swimming past, and it's going to turn back around and come back towards the bridge as, you know, it went straight through an illusion. It can only assume that it either got the real Vinny or it was a fake one, so either way it's coming back to the bridge.
Currently. So
Go.
if I tried to do thaumaturgy to have a massive, like, goose honk go on behind it.
In this instance, I would say it's less concerned about a goose than it would be with Vinny's friends.
Okay.
You can try.
But Chris,
All
the
right.
honk.
No, I think you're right. I think you've very much got a point. I think I'm just gonna then make a run for it. I mean, is it just Ellie behind me? Or with me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Alright, let's try and run for it then.
Okay, so you stand up from prone. Go ahead and make me an athletics check. DC for this, base DC for this would have been 17. Because you would fall 15 feet short, I will say the difficulty for this is 22.
Is Kirv? Oh no, Kirv's not within 30 feet of me. Never mind. Oh, actually, you said
Yeah.
distances don't matter.
Yeah, distances don't matter. If you're using a touch-based
I
spell,
will-
you need to make the distance.
No,
but if you're not, then it's fine.
I'm using my reaction to give her a burst of speed.
Then
Ooh.
no athletics
Run,
check is
run,
needed,
run.
as that doubles your
Okay.
distance, and you make it to the other side.
Holy
Actually,
shit.
no. You would still need to make an athletics check to not slip, but the DC for this would go down. So instead of going up by 5, it goes down. So you're now on 12. So just don't fall off the edge. You'll be fine.
Is this athletics?
Yep.
That's a 9.
Kirv runs, and why is this bridge slippery? And starts careening off to one
Why am
side. Go ahead and make
My legs
me.
are going faster than they usually are.
Yeah, go ahead
What's
and
happening?
go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw, please, to not fall off the bridge. But
Could
you will
you-
be right next to the
Could you
portal.
like thunderstep? Could you thunderstep?
That's.
You could have,
that
but you
is
dashed.
true, I could. Yeah, I did, didn't I?
See, the dash is a bonus action.
No, but she used dash as an action in order to get there with
Oh,
the
she
lower
dashes
DC.
an action.
Yeah.
Okay, well, the save was a nat 20. I looked really cool.
Yeah. As you
Not falling.
run, you get close to the portal, and in that moment you can feel the portal drawing you in as you slide to one side. Your hand grabs onto the side of the bridge, you swing, and I will say I'm going to have you re-roll your initiative roll. If you get higher than a 12, you've made it through without any failures. Just
Okay, I
nudge.
will say I don't think I'm leaving through the portal without Ellie.
In which case then, you are just on the bridge by the portal. Okay.
Chilling.
Alright, with that, we then move to the next in the initiative order, Ellie. You are on the bridge with Roni. Terador is 60 feet below you, currently bobbing and flailing.
Oh, for love of Allah.
You summoned your
And
elementals!
Mortar is 60 foot below the portal as well.
Yes, he is. But remember, distances don't matter unless it's a touch-based spell.
I'm pretty sure fly is a touch-based spell.
Yes, it is.
It is,
So
yeah.
it's a weird thing.
And you didn't bring Jeff through because you told me he was useless, even though he could have flown down there, given fly to Terador, and then Terador could have left and you could have left Jeff behind.
Okay, right.
You heartless
I would have
teenager.
I will
had-
make the ultimate sacrifice.
I would have had to give up probably Sidechainia or my elementals for Jeff. I'm just saying.
But in this one specific moment, he would have been useful.
That's true. Okay, Terador can move, can't he?
He can try.
Fucking hell. Right, how far away is Mortar from me?
60 feet.
60 feet.
But again, distances don't matter unless it's a touch-based spell.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to work out if there's a way I can get downcast fly on Terador and me and Terador fly and send Roni to go get Mortar.
You could
Well,
always
if I can get
fall.
onto Terador, then that eliminates that issue, right?
Yeah, if you
Thing
can
is,
get
you're at
onto
opposite
Terador.
ends of the bridge. That's the problem. So there will be the equivalent of about like 40 feet between you two.
Right. Okay.
Okay, alright. Roni's just good at flying.
Yep.
That's fine. Alright, Roni is going to, and this is gonna painful, but it's what it is. I'm jumping off the bridge to Terador.
Okay. You jump off the bridge. You free fall down. As you begin to fall, you slow fall, and you reach Terador.
Cool.
This-
I cast fly,
Okay.
and then if I have any movement, we move. Roni is going to use his jet jump. Sorry, Mortar, you're probably gonna take a little damage here.
It's good, bro. It's good. You do what you gotta do. You do what you gotta do.
It's gonna jet jump to Mortar and then basically fly up as soon as Mortar grabs on.
Okay,
also
what's
goes for the
worse, jet
portal.
jumping Mortar or Mortar being eaten by worm? Okay,
Hard to say.
Well,
so
No,
jet
I
jump
think
does
experience either.
3d8 thunder damage, so
could be worse.
I apologise. But
Is it? It's a saving
Well,
throw
maybe
as
we
well,
can
isn't
now.
it? So there's a chance he takes half
con
or
save.
okay. So there is a chance you take half or no damage. I can't remember which. So go ahead and roll me a con save, please, Mortar.
Is there any disadvantages to me being in the water?
Nope. You're
Okay, cool.
so. Just for note, there isn't physical water here. It's not like you're paddling.
No, it's. I'm
But
calling it water, but it's
for the-
more like a
yeah.
psionic membrane of pseudo.
Spinal
liquid
fluid.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the grey matter, you're fine. There's no disadvantages.
Okay, that's a 14.
14. What's the DC for Roni?
Con save is 19.
Okay, so
So
eek.
you take 3d8 thunder damage, and you're
Ah, my
deafened.
hero!
And you're deafened as well.
He's deafened.
Oh.
Oh, come on!
What?
I rolled shit all night.
What?
All right, you take 19 points of thunder damage and are deafened
Oh,
as you in this moment feel as it lands. There's these screaming jets as it slows its descent towards you as you grab on and are hoiked up. And I'd say, is Roni flying straight through the portal?
Roni would go straight through the portal.
Okay,
We are going to go through as soon as we get a chance. He has a fly speed of 60. So.
Okay, so I will
We'll
say
just take a
that
little cut over.
Roni will take Mortar with then.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Hell yeah.
With that,
Just a little, whilst all that's happening, we just have a little cut over to Romulus in a waiting zone, and it's just a little muzak playing like an elevator. Like,
With the little waiting for players, like it's like an Xbox Live lobby.
yeah.
I am using motion controls.
It's full of like 11-year-olds. It's full of 11-year-olds just making inappropriate Your Mother jokes.
as Roni and Mortar come through the portal, it says 5 of 8 are ready, and in this moment, go ahead and make me an athletics check for Terador and yourself here, please, Ellie. The DC will be 17 because you do have the ability to fly, and the distance is roughly 60 feet.
Terador's got a +3. So I'll do Terador's first, because I'm traumatized myself. Okay, so he's got an 18.
18. Terador makes it through. And now Ellie,
Cool.
DC 17.
Come on.
I have a -1.
Come on. Come on.
Ah! I used my Tides of Chaos already.
You did. As you fly up, Terador squeezes through the portal, but in that time that it takes Terador to squeeze through the portal, it comes back around to the worm's turn. And as you and Kirv are there ready to go through, the worm has turned around and crashes into the bridge. You hear the shattering of the spell, and as you go to reach for the portal, the two of you are pulled down into a void.
Oh fuck.
And it then says 6 of 6 players are ready for the for the rest of you, as Terador goes through onto the other side. And I think that is a lovely cliffhanger for us to leave for the session. So for the stream, thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. And I believe we weren't having a session next week.
Oh come on.
I'm here.
Well, I will not be available. Just a quick thing.
Mhm.
Why can't the rest of you just be good? God damn it.
I wanted a beach day. I was promised a beach day several sessions ago, and I will have a goddamn beach day.
So I guess the question is Harlan, are you okay with us continuing? Or would you like to be here for it?
I mean, after what's just happened, I feel it's gonna have an impact. It's gonna have an impact on Romulus. That's for fucking sure.
I'm happy to take a week off next week, and then hopefully is everybody else available for the week after, which would be the 29th.
That's the problem. I know I'm not because I'm at a con. So here's what I'm going to say. do next week because I won't be able to do
The
week
29th.
after.
Okay.
Let me take a
Okay.
gander. I
Yep,
think I
have a-
might be working next weekend, but I should be there regardless.
Okay.
Oh no,
Jamie,
I will
you
be.
hadn't-
I will be on time.
Jamie, I presume you're not doing MegaCon then.
No, I already do way too many cons. I need to like. I've got Fantasy Forest, both of them. I've got MegaCon London, and then the 3 normal London ones.
You know
and
what?
then
I really do want to
3
do
small.
Fantasy Forest one of these days.
So,
Really good.
because we're still at the end of the session, so are we good for the 22nd, Vinny, Kirv?
Yes.
I believe I am.
Okay.
Yes.
And Jamie as well?
Yeah.
Okay. So, with that, we will have a session next week. We'll miss you, Harlan. But then we will have the 29th off as normal, and then we will carry on from then at the beginning of April. So, for the stream, thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. And we will see you next week for wherever that may lead for 2 of our party members. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Bye.
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 Bye.